Welcoming live to the National Basketball Performance Centre in Manchester. It is the NBL Division 2 Men's Playoff Final. The Manchester Mystics taking on the Solent Kestrels II. Hall, Ray Akano going to talk you through all the pre-game action. Ray, yes. What a great day we've had so far.
Oh, it's been awesome. So full of energy, so full of surprises, so full of a lot of passion, a lot of determination, a lot of fight. I've loved today. I just want it to end.
So we've got one more matchup left today, and it's a pretty big one. What, just opening thoughts about today's contest?
I can't wait for this game. Obviously, Manchester have had a fantastic season. I can't wait to see how they look today. And Solent, I have a lot of friends playing for Solent, and even though they were 15-7 in the league, they just put it together in this mad cup run, and I really can't wait to see who's going to come out on top.
So let's start off with the Manchester Magic. 19-3 record this year. They won D2 North, and they are coming in with some loaded talent. Cyril Brown, Defensive Player of the Year. Pharaoh Gordon made the D2 Team of the Year as well. Just two of those standout players. What stands out to you about Tyrell's game?
Tyrell's he's just someone that just takes control of the floor. He knows when to move the ball, when to make the right pass, when to make the right decision, and the team leans on him to be the main decision maker in the team. He keeps the team ticking, he keeps the team moving, and he's almost like the leader on the floor.
Now, Pharaoh Gordon as well, like we said, Team of the Year, 18.8 points per game, 9.8 rebounds per game, 3.7 assists, 3.1 steals. I mean, those credentials right there. You factor in his experience. He's played in the BBL with the Cheshire Phoenix, and he had a career over in the NCAA. Yeah. I mean, what does he bring in today's game?
He's the epitome of a two-way player. To finish that high and to lead the league in steals is a really, really big commodity to have on your team, especially from someone that's 18.8 points per game and nearly 10 rebounds. He's averaging nearly a double-double. He's a very, very big offensive threat. He's the biggest threat for Manchester, and he's the one guy that Solent need to really, really keep tabs on. I'm really looking forward to see his matchup.
And thinking about Pharaoh Gordon's experience, games taken around the world, taken into the BBL, how is that going to factor today in this atmosphere?
He's a calm head. Everyone's going to be turning to him for the right plays, the right things to say. He's going to be passing down his information and his knowledge and his experience. He's been there before. He's been in this environment before. He knows how to conduct himself. He knows how to, behave. He knows how to, play basketball with no pressure or no stress on the basketball court. And as he starts to progress as a basketball player, the rest of the team will obviously follow suit.
Andre Gale, I've got a note here. Very experienced heading into today's game. And again, how is that going to benefit?
I mean, you can never have too much experience. Andre Gale is a very, very intelligent basketball player. And I'm looking forward to seeing how him and Pharaoh literally just rally the troops and bring the team forward and get them to put in a performance that, they would be proud of and hopefully take home the chip today.
Yeah, he's averaging nearly 11 points a game to go along with 6.2 rebounds. And, from the D2 women's final we've just seen, experience over youth. We could well see a little bit of that today with some of the experienced heads that we have on this Manchester team.
Most definitely. Experience seems to be winning over the day today. And it's just interesting to see loads of different styles of play, loads of different clashes. We're going to have one team that's going to, be patient, moving the ball, making the right decisions, making the right high IQ plays, and one team that just loves to just go up and down the floor. We saw it with the girls' game. We're going to see it again with the guys' game today.
Yeah, it's interesting you talk about styles. The Magic have the best defence in the competition, just 66.4 points per game allowed. I mean, that's huge, and is that going to dictate how Solent play?
Oh, most definitely. They're going to have to be really, really efficient. Efficiency is going to have to be the key for Solent. And, you know, being the highest ranked defense in the league is nothing to, you know, back down from. You know, it's something that you have to really stand up and be accountable for.
And of course, they are led by Coach of the Year from D2 North, Peter Paraskeva. Again, we've spoken about a couple of Coach of the Year awards in this game today. How is that going to set up Manchester?
Well, you're going to see a coach that knows his X's and O's, a coach that knows his players, a coach that knows how to win. He's done so all year so far this year, and he knows how to get the best out of his players. It's going to be an interesting chess match because the coach at Solent is no slouch himself.
Absolutely, Solent Kestrels II coming in today. Like you said, a 15-7 record. That was third in the South, but they were the 3 seed in this playoff journey. In the semi-finals, they knocked off the Westminster Warriors, the 22-0 Westminster Warriors, the number 1 seed, Westminster Warriors, 107-97. Just talk us through that.
Till this day, I have no idea how they were able to win that game, but credit to them, they worked so hard, they were so intense. You know, it was so nice to see balance across the floor. Akano just could not miss. Cal brought Cal stuff. Earl Thompson brought a lot of fight and a lot of effort in the paint as well. And quite frankly, they deserve to win. They really did deserve to win. They deserve to be here. And I'm looking forward to seeing how they're going to play. Yeah,
31 points for Sam Akano. He's averaging 12.8 points per game this season from the guard. Just, you know, 6-foot guard. So that's going to be, I'm excited to see that.
No, I'm excited too. Sam Akano is a very, very good player. Again, top 10 in assists in the league. That's just goes to show how much he sucks the gravity in from other teams. People actually sort of tend to sort of look at him and think, oh, he's going to move the ball. He can score punches. He's very streaky, but he knows how to get other people involved in the team. And I feel like, you know, that backcourt, him and Tyler Johnson on that team, they're both going to do a lot of really, really good damage.
So we are getting ready to have a presentation for Better Cardona, so we're just going to take a step away.
Sure.
We remember Betty Cardona for an amazing contribution to the British basketball game. A love for the sport and the rival and the inspiration shared amongst many. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to honor her with a round of applause for 24 seconds.
Welcome back into the National Basketball Performance Centre. Final little bit, but we've got to talk about Team of the Year, Kai Walker.
Yes.
Let's talk about what he's going to do today.
Kai Walker, that is my running dog every summer. We work out every summer in Croydon. I know how hard he works. I know the work he puts in. He wants to score the basketball. That is his forte, and he'll do anything he can to put the ball in the basket. But what I think he's done really well this year is his rebounding from the wing. It is absolutely incredible that he has averaged 11.2 rebounds per game from the wing. That is ridiculous from a wing guy. So props to him. He deserves to be in the Team of the Year. That is my guy, and I want to see what he's going to do in this game. I really want to see if he can step up and be accountable in this game.
All right, what's your X factor for today's game?
I think it's going to come down to which team moves the ball more. For a match, I want to see if the other players can step up, because we already know that Solent are really balanced with that. I want to see if they can not only nullify that, but I also want to see if, you know, there's a way to, you know, for the other guys, for Manchester to step up and be accountable.
So that's going to do it for us courtside. We're going to throw over to our commentary team, Adam Masters, Mark Helwood and John Holtz.
Thank you very much, Darren. two incredible games already taking place today, and the final game of the first day is upon us. It is the Manchester Magic against the Solent Kestrels II. John Hobbs alongside Mark Howard and Adam Masters. And Adam, I'll start with you. It's been a fantastic season for the Manchester Magic. They finished top of Division 2 North, and have come through the playoff system, through games against Greenwich and Doncaster. But they're going to face a team that I think they probably were not even expecting to face in the Solent Kestrels II.
Well, I'll tell you what, John, I was doing the post-game interviews with Andre Gale when we found out the score of the other game, because everyone was waiting for the score to come through. And I said, who do you think won it? And they were fully expecting the result that we all thought. So when it was Solent, there was a lot of ahs around the gym. So yeah, big surprise. Obviously, what Solent have done to get there is amazing. But this is a Manchester team that have been very, very focused all year.
Absolutely. And Mark, on your side, Solent Kestrels II, a lot of people truthfully were not expecting them to reach this playoff final. A lot of people were expecting a Westminster-Manchester final, however that didn't materialise. But for Solent, it's just typical of the programme that they have, and we speak about it a lot, not just on NBL Live, but off camera as well. It's typical of the programme that they have down in Southampton, that they just keep producing great players, but more importantly, team basketball, and that's what Solent are about, and that's what's led the Division 2 team to this dance tonight.
Yeah, and it's two good programs, isn't it, really, in Manchester and Solent? But Solent, as you say, culturally churn out good teams and have a few players who are, stat leaders, efficiency leaders in the league, and that will always help you along the way. Ray and Darren mentioned it, Kai Walker, efficient rebounds, can do scoring. So for me, I think that's going to be really interesting. I'd love to see Pharaoh Gordon and Kai Walker match up. They're about similar sizes, similar positions, going to play in that kind of guard wing spot, off the ball a little bit. I know Pharaoh from growing up and coaching, and has been a really elite level talent in the UK. So yeah, this is going to be a really, really good one.
Absolutely. We are around, in fact, tip-off is just moments away. Starting fives for the two teams, starting with the Manchester Magic. They'll be rolling with Terrell Brown, Pharaoh Gordon, Andre Gale, Ben Brown and Bailey Goodall. For the Solent Kestrels II, Sam Akano, Kai Walker, Earl Thompson, Ashley Briggs and Elias Porman is starting. Of course, Elias Porman didn't play in the semi-final against the Westminster Warriors, but he's playing here today. Ashley Briggs, of course, with first team experience as well in Division 1, but a Magic team fairly young and have dominated Division 2 North this season. They beat the Greenwich Titans 83-72 in the quarterfinals, and the Doncaster Eagles in a really eagerly anticipated semi-final 78-72. For the Kestrels, they beat the Northamptonshire Titans, who started the season so well but fell off towards the end, 94-79, and then of course that huge semi-final win over the Westminster Warriors, where Sam Akano just went absolutely insane for 31 points. Kai Walker playing against his former team, getting 15 points, 10 rebounds. Manchester Magic in blue, Solent in white. Must say, I have put it on the YouTube channel, but apologies again for the lack of score graphics. We will hopefully get score graphics for tomorrow's games, but unfortunately tonight that will not be the case. Our apologies. We will keep you updated as frequently as possible. As a foot violation, Bailey Goodall getting his foot in the way. Manchester City did beat Watford just down the road at the Etihad earlier on today, but Bailey Goodall's skill definitely with basketball.
So we have a nickname for Bailey Goodall. He's a nuisance. What you're going to notice is he gets stuck gets down and dirty. He's got that kind of Dennis Rodman thing going on.
A defensive presence normally off the bench, but is starting today. Here is Walker. Walker driving inside. Elias Porman on the pull-up jumper. Briggs jumps over Walker for the rebound. Scramble under the basket, but Kai Walker picks up the pieces.
And there's Kai Walker getting a look early. Elias Portman for Solent, John, going to be the interesting factor. He's only played about half the game, so we'll see how that goes.
As Andre Gale puts in a 3 from the corner. That's a 2, he stepped on the line, and it's 2 apiece in the early going. Both teams just feeling each other out. Of course, they haven't played each other this season as it's conference play in the regular season. Here is Akano driving inside, off balance, and Gordon rebounds. Gordon now to the races inside to Goodall, but he couldn't hang on to it, and the Kestrels get a bit of respite. So far, though, Adam, the pace of this game, you can already tell the tempo is going to be pushed in the early going.
What you're going to see anytime you see this Manchester Magic team is they come out and they're all about defence from the offset, straight stuck into the D, and then they kind of let the offence take care of itself after that. But yeah, you're dead right, this was always going to come out of the blocks quickly, and it certainly has done.
That's a first foul on Terrell Brown, who actually has BBL experience with the Manchester Giants, a product of Myerscough College, of course a very well-known college in the Northwest. It has produced so many great players, Mark, over the years.
Yeah, doing good things in Myerscough. They're producing some good players and competing every year in the ABL.
Ashley Briggs muscling his way inside, and Andre Gale with the rebound. Gale, wide open, Pharaoh Gordon for 3. Akano falling to the floor, and Magic come up with it. Gale, but gives it straight to Kai Walker. Portman in transition, plays it up, but Kai Walker on the follow.
End-to-end stuff so far.
Terrell Brown. Ben Brown, Goodall, shot clock down to 3, Gordon, back iron 3, and Briggs rebounds.
Good defense by Solent, keeping Magic on the perimeter.
Bailey Goodall nearly stole it off Briggs, but he collects it anyway. And the 2 is no good from Earl Thompson. That was his first shot of the day. Here is Brown. Goodall, the extra pass to Gordon, who's already hit a 3. Brown, 2-pointer, that's in and out. Kai Walker skies for the rebound. Magic lead 5-4 early doors.
Magic quite interesting because they're playing quite small ball, aren't they? There's no proper 5 in there. Briggs for Solent is a proper 5, proper centre, but Solent, Manchester playing a pretty small ball.
Walker is fouled. Bailey Goodall has that assignment on Briggs, who is definitely the taller man, but as Adam alluded to earlier, is a defensive linchpin for this Magic team.
What you're going to see is you're going to see Bailey, whenever there's a fight for the rebounds, he doesn't care how big the guy playing the 5 is, he'll always be in the mix trying to pull that board down at both ends of the floor.
Thompson and Brown getting into it. Akano for the 2, and that's off, but Briggs on the follow. And Manchester Magic really going to sleep on the glass there, and Ashley Briggs with an easy 2.
Yeah, difficult bounce off the rim, just lands in Briggs' hands, easy 2 for him.
Goodall. Brown goes for the floater and goes glass.
And you can see Solent trying to keep them on the perimeter, keep Magic shooting and not let them get inside.
Akano had a bit of room but decided to kick it out to Portman. Portman gets his man in the air and he's going to go to the foul line for 2.
There you go, Bailey Goodall, right in the mix of it. Like I said, throughout the season, we've sort of named him the nuisance because what he does is he just appears everywhere. Other teams get frustrated. Once teams start getting frustrated with the game, they always look towards Bailey because he's just there all the time, irritating defenders, irritating everybody. Just keep an eye on him.
And Elias Portman, who won the playoff title with Solent last season in a season that only saw Division 1 teams suit up. Of course, Hemel and Solent will be playing in a rematch of that Division 1 final as Kai Walker gets the steal, too strong, stolen by Brown off the follow-up from Portman, and here is Brown again. Gale nearly stepped out of bounds. In fact, he did step out of bounds. It'll be Solent possession. As the game is tied at 7 apiece.
Just love what Manchester do defensively. They'll stay in man and they'll match up and play tough. And you can see the rip there by Terrell Brown just epitomises what they're doing on the defensive end.
Poorman to Briggs. Thompson on the spin, the floater in and out. And the ball goes up, nearly goes in.
I think that came off Pharaoh Gordon to nearly go back in the basket.
And Gordon and I think that was Thompson or Poorman were fighting for that loose ball. But possession arrow going the way of the Magic, but a fairly cagey start from both teams. But Solent, and Magic trading blows evenly right now.
Well, definitely. I mean, Kai Walker's clearly up for this one. Usually at this point in the first quarter with the Magic, you know who's going to be the big one on offense. Now, this young man here, Ben Brown, is one to watch, averaging 14 points a game at the age of 17 in D2. This is a fellow with a huge future ahead, and if he wants to, he'll give you 25 points on any given night.
There was 9/10 of a second left on the shot clock, and a foul has been called on Kai Walker. Very enthusiastic defense, maybe too enthusiastic for the referee's liking.
Yeah, played him well, just had his hands in, that was all. Just played him really well, but has to get his hands out.
Substitution checking into the game for Team Solent Kestrels is number 9, Greg Durant. Replacing number 13.
As Greg Durant will come into the game for the first time. Earl Thompson, who averages 16 points, 5 boards for the Kestrels, takes a seat. And here is Brown. Corner 3 is no good for Ben Brown. Here is Sam Akano. Of course, had 31 points in that explosion against the Westminster Warriors. Kai Walker backing his man down and a foul called. And that could be one of 2 players. I think they're calling it, they're calling it on Bailey Goodall, who just almost slapped Kai Walker as he was going in.
Well, hey, what did I tell you guys?
Well, the one before was on Ben Brown, was pretty good for the Magic to spread the fouls out a bit.
Absolutely. Briggs finds Poorman. 9 on the shot clock. Durant, short with his floater, gets his own rebound. And a shot clock reset as Akano puts up a 3 and knocks it down.
Wow. Nothing but net.
3 points, first field goal for Sam Akano. Here is Pharaoh Gordon looking to respond and does.
Nice from Pharaoh Gordon. It's actually the Ben Brown back cut that opens him up, sucks the defense in. Pharaoh Gordon wide open on the perimeter.
Pharaoh Gordon shoots around 14 shots on average per game, averaging 19 points, 10 rebounds. Here is Walker. Briggs at the foul line. Shot clock down to 3. He's got to put up something, and he does.
It's like I said before, this is the area where the Magic are a little bit weak because they don't have anyone in that true 5 position to be able to stand up to a guy that size.
Kestrels lead by 2, 3:50 remaining. As Terrell Brown misses the 3, but an offensive rebound. And Ben Brown misses the floater. Kai Walker gets the rebound and just about fights off Ben Brown for it. And Solent can reset. Akano finds a bit of daylight inside. Really travelled with it, but instead lays it up and in.
I think he got away with one there.
I think he did. That was very, very lucky for him.
It was very risky footwork, but it's referees didn't see anything wrong with it.
It'd be great to see a replay of that one.
Here is Gordon. Goodall. Magic spreading the ball around nicely. 3 on the shot clock though. Good defense there from Kai Walker. Pharaoh Gordon gets the shot up in time. Back iron it goes. In fact, no, it's a shot clock violation. The ball actually was shot just after. As you see the replay there. Oh, it's close.
It's very close.
It's very close.
They've called a foul on Ben Brown down this end. They let it go. Ben Brown's second foul.
Absolutely, yeah. Ben Brown on his second foul.
Tough for the Magic. Ben Brown's a
Absolutely.
top 10 in the league, three-point shooter.
And 2:55 left in the first. Manchester Magic already in the penalty. Only one team foul for the Kestrels, who themselves keep themselves quite almost like a tight-knit unit with foul trouble, rarely get into it.
Now here's the guy to watch, just into the ball game for Magic, number 6, Pharaoh Gordon. He's the club's 6th man of the year. Only around 5'9", something like that, but he's got these real broad shoulders, and once he gets off the block, this guy's explosive.
And here he is on the ball, a former Liverpool product in Division 2 and in Division 1 as well before he came to the Magic. 5 to shoot. Brown loses the ball. Great defense again from the Kestrels, who lead 16 to 10 with 2:30 remaining in the first. Inside it goes to Walker. Backing down, Wall goes inside. Beautiful move from Kai Walker. And timeout has been called by coach Petr Paraskeva. And it's all Solent Kestrels in the early going.
Yeah, I think the Manchester Magic are getting a bit of a taste of their own medicine on defence.
Yeah.
Solent doing a very, very good job on the perimeter, and at the minute, the Magic haven't come up with much else other than going one-on-one. They don't have, like I said, they don't have a traditional 5 to go pick and roll. So we'll see how their small ball goes. But as I say, at the minute, Solent getting the better of it on the defensive end.
And for Magic, Adam, passing the ball around the perimeter nicely, but it's almost like the final product right now is not there.
Absolutely. One thing that this Magic team is strong with as well is being patient on offense. If there's nothing happening, they don't tend to rush things. But hey, it's like just said there, I think they're getting the surprise of their lives here with just how intense this defence from Solent is so far. They've certainly caught them out a couple of times. I'd imagine that Coach Paraskeva right now is saying, come on, we're getting played at our own game here. But with this team being from the south, Magic really don't know that much about them, having not played them all year. So there's going to have to be an adjustment for sure on defence.
Absolutely, and both teams, you could say probably the most, out of all the Division 2 men's teams this season, probably the two teams that have been showcased the most across our Basketball England YouTube channel and Manchester Magic YouTube channel. Of course, both teams live stream most of their, all of their home games at their respective venues. But for Coach Paraskeva, it's a case of, not to panic just now. There's still 3 quarters to go. Just to take it one possession at a time.
Yeah, he's got a deep bench. He's got a very, very deep bench this season. So, Peter, great strategist. So let's see what he comes up with.
Final 2 minutes of this first period. Here is Lillian Wall. Pharaoh Gordon driving baseline. The open man is Terrell Brown for 3, no good. And again, Kai Walker skies for the rebound. It's Kai Walker's 4th rebound already to go with 6 points. Akano for 2. And nearly stolen away. In fact, Akano gets the loose ball and Solent get possession again. Walker puts up a 3. And Pharaoh Gordon rebounds. That would have been a big 3 in the scheme of things as far as momentum goes. Manchester just, as mentioned, just not getting into a rhythm. They started well enough, but have kind of found a slump at the moment.
Not dissimilar to what we saw from Worcester in the first game, where it went all right through the early exchanges, but if you can't get paint touches and then you're not shooting it well, then you're really stuck. The last possession was slightly better. It was a baseline drive by Pharaoh Gordon, paint touch, kick, and then shot. That's better. But again, you're going to need more inside to relieve the perimeter shooting.
Lillian Wall loses the ball. Kai Walker with another steal. And in transition, bounce pass goes straight to Terrell Brown. Gordon, a catch and shoot 3.
See, that's exactly the spark that the Magic need. They need one of the main 3 offensive players, Pharaoh, Ben Brown or Andre Gale, to start to get into a rhythm. That's huge for Pharaoh Gordon there. That could be the spark.
And all the way, Elias Portman will go to the foul line. Or excuse me, Earl Thompson will go to the foul line for the Kestrels. You see him driving to the hoop. And the foul on Trevor Santos. In fact, no, it's on
Goodall.
I think it was called on Goodall.
That's a second foul as Goodall will take a seat now. He's in foul trouble. And Mohamed Segal will come into the game for the first time for the Magic.
I think it's if you're Solent, you've got to keep going inside here. You know, there's not many bodies up front for Manchester, and admittedly they're still going to defend by committee, if you will. They'll defend the team basketball well, but you know, if you've got Briggs, you've got Alex Grant, you've got Thompson, these are big bodies. I'd keep going inside.
As the Kestrels now lead 19-13 with 55.5 seconds remaining. Of course, Manchester, a very guard-heavy team, but it suited them all season long. Of course, the Kestrels, who finished third in Division 2 South. As all the way, Jules misses the two. Gordon, corner three, back iron it goes. And the rebound by Tyler Johnson. Not to get it mistaken with Taylor Johnson of the Hemel Storm, both wearing the same number as well. Good defense there from the Magic. They need a few of those stops to end this first quarter. Gordon. Final 20 seconds. Gordon dances, goes all the way.
Oh, wow. Okay, I'm going to make the prediction now that this game's going to be about Williams versus Gordon on offense, because Pharaoh has just gone right. It's on.
As Pharaoh Gordon will go to the line. Of course, spent 2 seasons with the Cheshire Phoenix, a former Great Britain under-20 international. As you see him going to the hoop, he almost over-dribbled the ball, but found enough room inside as he misses the free throw. They get their own rebound though, and Louis at Wall will collect. Final seconds of this first period. Pharaoh Gordon again, no good. And Grant gets the offensive or defensive rebound as Sam Akano couldn't quite hang on to it, and that ends the first quarter. A good end to the quarter for the Manchester Magic. Solent Kestrels still have a 19-15 lead, but it's all to play for. Obviously still 3 quarters left to play, as Kai Walker leading the Kestrels with 6 points. Pharaoh Gordon leading all scorers though with 11. Good shooting for Pharaoh Gordon.
Yeah, 11 and 6 in the first quarter is a very, very productive 10 minutes. But you saw in the last few possessions, you got Pharaoh Gordon off the dribble, then he saw the mismatch with Tyler Johnson and tried to post him up. That's what I think Manchester are going to have to do differently, is not just rely on ball movement on the perimeter and shooting, because I don't think it will work. Solent are defending the perimeter fairly well, but if they can get people beaten off the dribble, then they have a bit more success inside. And
for you, Adam, Solent lead at the half. Manchester just getting into their rhythm, a strong finish for them. But for Solent, what would you be talking about in that huddle?
Well, what I'd be talking about is what we've talked about throughout the quarter, that they haven't got a true 5 in there. So if they can keep getting the ball inside to Grant, if he gets off the ground, there's not many people that are going to be able to block him out. So certainly that's something to look at. You hit the nail on the head before. This Magic team is a very guard-heavy rotation. They don't have a true 5. They're very, very quick, though. The other thing that they're going to probably want to be looking at is the fact that they know full well that Pharaoh Gordon, if he wants to go off, he'll go off. The other thing you're going to see from Pharaoh, once he gets into the rhythm, he likes to go baseline as well. And not only does he go baseline with a reluctance to assist the ball off, he'll throw it down if he needs to as well. I'm really looking forward to looking at the Williams and Pharaoh Gordon show in the rest of the game.
Kestrels with 12 of their 19 points inside. Manchester just 2 for 4 from inside at this moment. As Tyler Johnson gets us underway in the second period, and the ball nearly came off Wall's feet, but referee's letting play continue. Here is Thompson. Thompson driving inside, gets a bit of room and scores.
Great move going left. Excellent finish from Thompson.
There's Thompson with 24 points in their semi-final win against the Westminster Warriors a couple of weeks ago. Inside Trevor Samuel, and open Mohamed Segal, but his 3 is no good. Thompson collects the loose ball, and here he is driving to the hoop, goes glass again, and scores. Quick buckets for Earl Thompson.
Yeah, averaging 16, nearly 17 a game, can clearly put the ball in the basket.
Lilliot Wall, long with his 3-point attempt, and Magic just struggling from the field at the moment. Solent, a bit of daylight inside, but blocked by Seagow. It's outside, and it will be a Solent possession as Durant was going to the hoop.
The one guy that is sometimes the go-to guy at the 5 spot for the Magic is Mo Shergo there, number 12. He's got those long arms. Once he reaches out, he can really get up there. So he's going to probably act as the guy directly under the basket.
As Trevor Samuel will take a seat, Andre Gale comes back in for the Magic. The steal there as Wall collects the loose ball. Nearly a travel there on that occasion, but Brown misses the 2 anyway. Johnson slowing play down for the Kestrels, who lead 23-15. Chance to stretch that lead to double digits early in this second period. Thompson, an open 3. This is everything.
That was really deep.
Absolutely, as Brown goes inside. It's 1-on-1 and Ben Brown scores.
That could be another spot. Like I said, Ben Brown has averaged 14 points a game, which in D2 is quite an achievement, because it's a tough league.
Durant, an open 3. That's no good. Bodies all over the place under the basket. Gale couldn't hang on to it, but just about keeps it in for Ben Brown, who puts up a long 2, and that's good.
That's big.
Way to stick with the play as well, as Ben Brown collects the ball and gets the 2 to drop. Ben Brown, of course, who recently played for England, as Tyler Johnson is short. Durant gets the loose ball, puts it up, and misses. He'll go to the line for 2, but Ben Brown, who was recently selected to play for England in last week's 4 Nations, averaging 14 points this season, and a guy who's known most notably for an excellent mid-range jump shot. Of course, it was pretty prominent there.
Yeah, I mean, this is a kid that's worked on his mid-range game a lot. Now, his dad, Will Brown, is a BBL legend, played for Man United in the 80s when they had a team. You see them in the centre practicing that mid-range jump shot a lot. He's kind of a bit of a throwback player, Ben. He's not all about the three-pointer. If he can see his little spot from 15 feet, he'll take it every time.
And Greg Durant at the line. And the Kestrels lead 25-19 with 7:29 remaining in the second. Brown. Wall. 8 to shoot. Gale trying to put the moves on Portman. Goes inside, blocked by Durant and kept in play by Portman. Great defensive sequence there from the Kestrels. Thompson. And a blocking foul has been called. As Earl Thompson looked at the referee to say, that can't be an offensive foul, surely, but Andre Gale nowhere near set. Blocking foul called. As Time Regent Bascombe comes into the game for the first time, and Bradford Dragon fans will know Time Regent Bascombe spent last season with the Dragons, of course a former Liverpool player, got them promoted in the last time the Division 2 playoff final took place a couple of seasons ago. Good defense there from Pharaoh Gordon, and a travel called on Earl Thompson.
Yeah, he lost it and regained it, didn't he, without setting his feet again. Interesting for Solent, they're getting good minutes out of what I wouldn't call a second unit, but a unit without Kai Walker, maintaining a 6-point lead 3 minutes into the second.
Absolutely, as Oladipupo into the game for the first time for the Kestrels, number 10. Seagal driving inside, and the ball, an offensive foul has been called as Tyler Johnson got his body in the way, and another stop for the Kestrels.
Just doing a really nice job, like I said, of keeping the ball on the perimeter, and when Magic do get it inside, it's either a long kick or offensive foul in this instance. It sort of needs something else from the Magic to cutters on the drive or something different to make Solent defend more things. But yeah, so far I think having Elias Portman back and a few others keeping guys on the perimeter has been really, really useful.
Sam Akano will check in for Tyler Johnson, who's got some blood on his nose. 6:40 remaining in the second. Kestrels lead 25-19 in really what has been a pretty much low-scoring second quarter.
Unbelievably, yeah, 4-0 in favour of the Magic so far in this quarter, according to the live stats, but that's kind of strange after how well the Magic has started putting points on the board at the end of the first period.
By the way, it's 6-4 in favour of the Kestrels in this second period, just so you're aware.
my laptop is lagging behind here.
You've got to hit F5 on that, buddy. 25-21 in favour of the Kestrels. Here is Akano. Akano dazzling and dancing his way inside. Kai Walker back into the game. And a foul called in the low post. Not quite sure who that's on. In fact, it's on Mohamed Segal. And that will be his second foul of the game.
Second again, though, easy for Solent to get a touch inside. You know, the post entry is very easy. Then there's a move. Got to do much more activity needed from the Magic on the perimeter.
Ashley Briggs back into the game as Abdul Adepupo will take a seat. An open Kai Walker in the corner, right in front of the Kestrels bench. And another steal as Elias Pullman comes up with it. Kai Walker inside, meets at the rim and a foul. Ben Brown was committed, and Kai Walker capping off a fantastic spell here for the Kestrels. They lead 30-21.
I mean, great finish again by Kai Walker. Is excited to get out on the break, but I keep saying, Elias Pullman being back, you know, we were looking in the hotel last night. He's only played half the games in Division 2, and you know, he has suited up a couple of times on the Division 1 team and sat on the bench. But he's been a real X factor, you know, gets a really good steal down here, composed, controls his over half, finds the streak in Kai Walker. So, yeah, I think this might be a kind of a factor or an entity that Magic didn't take into consideration.
And for the Magic, again, like the first quarter, there was a block in there where they struggled to find their rhythm. It's happening again in this second period, and Solent taking full advantage of that.
Yeah, exactly. Solent have smelt blood in the water. They've sort of worked out the Magic's game plan early on, and the Magic haven't reacted to it just yet. Defense has been their meal ticket all year, but Solent are just going, hey, we can play that game if you want to. Kai Walker sat down there for a couple of minutes, but then he comes out and he did what he was doing back in the first quarter. Pharaoh Gordon had that spark at the end of the first. Magic really need to find that person who's going to be the main scoring threat, but also they need to be able to find a way to just break down this amazing Solent defense right now.
Kai Walker leading the way with 11 points. Pharaoh Gordon leading the way for the Magic with 11 himself.
We've seen it a couple of times this season, John, where the Magic have been down as much as 20, and that's sort of like the ignition that they need to go, hey, what's going on here? And they've made that comeback. This is earlier than they're used to, because it seemed to us happen in the third quarter.
As Kai Walker heads to the line for the Kestrels, and like you say, Mark, a guy that's predominantly on the bench for the Division 1 team. No doubt he'll probably be on that bench again tomorrow afternoon, but really excelling in Division 2 with the second team.
Yeah, can't complain. A guy's second in efficiency in the league. I mean, that tells you the story right there.
Nice ball, nearly a nice pass inside. In fact, it makes the trash can just by us, or just by the front door there, excuse me. But another turnover for the Magic.
But the play is so much better. You know, Pharaoh comes off a curl this time, cuts back on it, and because Solent are overplaying the perimeter, he's wide open, they just missed the pass.
Solent with 6 points off Magic turnovers so far. Walker, 7 to shoot. Kai Walker finds a bit of room and scores.
Wow, this guy's on fire.
Kai Walker now with 13 points, but running gingerly up the court as Noah Togo into the game for the first time. Gordon answers the three.
Pharaoh Gordon keeping the Magic in touching distance at the minute.
Kestrels lead 32-24. They lead by 8. Briggs inside to Portman. Portman over Manchester players, gets it to go.
Same story though, isn't it? It's an easy catch for Briggs and a couple of dribbles. I mean, I think unless Manchester do something different there, run a double at the guy in the post or front the post, make them do something different, because that's pretty easy for Solent so far.
And the Kestrels now with a double-digit lead. They lead 34-24, their biggest lead of this game. And here is Noah Togo, a product of the Manchester Magic Basketball Academy, into the game for the Magic. And here is Togo again, driving at Thompson, finds Trevor Samuel, who's 2 off the glass, off balance, is no good. Briggs rebounds. Solent looking to stretch their lead further. Thompson. There's Durant, a corner 3, and that's good. Big shot for Greg Durant. Gordon. Togo picks up his dribble. Gordon retrieves it, puts up a 3, and strings it. Anything you can do, I can match it, is the mantra right now. Durant gets it to Portman. Portman along the baseline to Thompson. And Gordon rebounds. Final 3 minutes of the half. Gordon with 17 leading all scorers right now. Togo puts up a 3, and that's off right. Akano putting on the Jets, gets fouled, and a foul! What a play from Sam Akano! And the lead is stretched to 12. A possibility for it to be stretched even further to 13.
I think if I'm the Manchester Magic now, I'm taking my time on offense, limiting the number of possessions Solent get right now, because they're, streaking ahead in terms of scoring. And then I think if I'm Manchester as well, the other thing I'm doing as I ramble on here, John, is I'm probably bringing Ashley Briggs into any kind of action. Get him out on the perimeter, get him into pick and roll, get him into something so you can attack the bigger player.
Sam Akano way off with his free throw, but the Kestrels lead by 12 against the Division 2 North champions. Gordon, that's off left. Scrap under the basket, Togo gets it, and Noah Togo will go to the foul line. Still upset with himself that he didn't get that to go.
And it's good from Togo to come up with that, but again, that was a Pharaoh Gordon 3, 6 seconds off the shot clock, it misses. You're giving the Solent the ball straight back while they're up 12 and on run, so that's what I mean. I think if you're the Magic, take your time on offense, get yourself out this half in touching distance, and take more time.
But Adam, as we mentioned in the first quarter, Manchester again in team fouls with 2:34 remaining. Kestrels with just 1 team foul to their name.
Well,
as Gordon goes for 3 and gets it to go.
The problem with the Magic have got is it's 2 of their key players as well, Andre Gale and Ben Brown, on 3 fouls too. So we're probably not going to see them till deep in the third quarter. That is a problem for the Magic.
Portman entering the final 2 minutes of the half as Akano steps back for 3. And Durant, another offensive rebound for the Kestrels. Briggs looking to go to work on Gordon. Inside, Ashley Briggs misses everything. And Terrell Brown comes up with a rebound. Noah Togo, it's 2 on 4. Togo inside and off the glass. Beautifully done by Time Regent Baskun, and that's a timeout, a quick timeout for Solent.
Hey, don't be fooled by Noah Togo's size. This guy's around 6 foot. He's kind of gangly looking, but he's a tough guy. If he wants to go through the middle, he'll do that, whether it's to go in for a layup or to dish the ball off like he did just there. like you mentioned, John, Noah Togo, a product of the Magic Academy. I've watched this young guy for a long time go from kind of boy to man, and certainly after the lockdown, when he came back to playing, I couldn't believe how much he strengthened himself. If you look there as he goes driving in, Simon Baskin region just waiting for him. Easy lay-in. That's Magic basketball right there. They need to sort of channel into that kind of play.
And it's one of those few possessions they've had in this game where they've been able to express their offense freely, isn't it, Mark? Solent right now have definitely had all the offensive prowess, and Manchester have had their patches here and there, but it's not been consistent enough. And it's those type of plays, isn't it, that can really spark a run.
Well, they struggle in the half court. I mean, if you can get out in transition and score, without turning the ball over, I'm saying to play slowly, but if it's easy transition, they should take it. Smart timeout actually from Sylvain Donneau to get themselves, reset, under 2 minutes, 7-point lead, get out of the half with the lead, I think is the mantra here for Solent, and Magic want to cut it possibly in half before the end of the quarter.
Final 1 minute 45 of the half. Thompson. Durand going inside. Good footwork, good defense though, but Durand still scores.
Sam actually got a hand on that.
Absolutely.
And he hung in mid-air and still got the shot off. That was incredible.
Terrell Brown to Togo. Samuel. Togo gets it back, driving at Durand. Bodies all over him. Noah Togo showing no fear, and he's going to go to the foul line.
There you go. It's like I just said, this man's got no fear whatsoever. You'll see big guys in front of him about, hey, I'll just go in there, and if you want to make a sandwich out of me, send me to the free throw line. I'm a great free throw shooter. Let's see what you can do.
And that's 2 fouls now on Greg Durand, but only the second team foul for the Kestrels, as the commentator's curse
kicks
into Adam Masters there.
One to me.
I'm amazed I still haven't got one in this entire day, but
oh really?
I'm looking to get my 100% record intact ahead of tomorrow's games.
Magic coming out with some extended pressure. You can see they're trying to make Solent do something different, disrupt their offense, so extend a little bit, see if you can speed them up.
I'm thinking they're going to want to go into the half with the score, if they can, be no more than about 5 behind, and they're slowly chipping away at it now.
Poorman, an open Thompson, decides not to go for the three, misses the handle. Togo and Walker diving for it, and Togo gets it back, and an unsportsmanlike foul has been called, but for Noah Togo, absolutely dived on that ball. He didn't give up the fight. And as a result, an unsportsmanlike foul called on Kai Walker. That's his second foul.
Brilliant energy. I think you'll see Kai Walker reach out for a foot or something along those lines. I didn't quite catch it.
Just missed it.
We just missed it, yeah. That's unfortunate, but
I think that's what it was.
I didn't see it. Did he put an arm out, maybe?
I think so.
Yeah.
But great from Togo there. Again, you said it. He's brought the energy, and not just energy, right? He's converted it into points, into turnovers. So, good job by the young man.
This kid will put his body on the line as well. He's been working out in practice with the Manchester Giants as well, getting used to playing against bigger guys. So, yeah, he's really showing that. This is the Noah Togo package.
Final minute of the half. Kestrels lead 41-34 in our final game in what has been an exhilarating day one, full of emotion, drama, and we've still got another day of action to go. And a shot clock violation has been called. So Solent should get possession back. I think the referees just want to double check.
If it hit nothing, it's a violation, right? Must be.
Well, absolutely, but referees just want to just double check something. There might have been something else in that.
If we just take a look at it here.
I think they're checking if it hit the rim or not.
Trevor Samuel puts up the shot.
No,
it didn't look it from there, and a shot clock violation has been called. So a much needed stop from the Kestrels, or for the Kestrels, in the final 40 seconds of this half.
See, Magic going full court on defence now. I'm surprised that they've not done that earlier than they're doing now.
Johnson got it over the timeline. Here is Pullman to Walker. Walker driving along the baseline, loses the ball, and Manchester Magic will get the ball back. So 2 stops from both teams. And it's a 2-possession game, so Solent should get the ball back, but only with around 5 seconds left if Magic use this shot clock wisely. Brown driving at Johnson. Brown going inside, and Terrell Brown will go to the strike with 12.1 seconds remaining. So providing that Terrell Brown, makes these free throws, Kestrels will get the ball back. As you see the replay, Terrell Brown driving at the smaller Tyler Johnson. And that's Johnson's first foul as Terrell Brown makes his first free throw. And rattles in the second, final 12 seconds. And the Magic have trimmed it to a 5-point advantage. The biggest lead of the game was 13 points. Thompson, a 3 on the buzzer, it's in and out. And like the first quarter, a good end to the second period for the Manchester Magic. As said, the Kestrels led by as many as 13 points, but the Manchester Magic have trimmed it to 5 points at the end of the half. The Kestrels, though, lead 41-36. Kai Walker leading the way with 13 points. Pharaoh Gordon, though, leading all scorers with 20 points. For the Kestrels, though, so far so good.
Yeah, I think the Kestrels played really well in the first half, and I think, like I said from the beginning, the perimeter defence was very, very strong. The Magic didn't really have an answer for it. On the flip side of that, if you're Manchester and you're going down 5 and you feel like you haven't really hit second gear yet, then you're also in a pretty good position. So it feels eerily similar to the first game of the day where Teesside felt like they were playing a lot better, but weren't that much further ahead. So we're back to it again, and can't wait for the second half.
And yeah, Adam, just before we go to Darren and Ray for the halftime report, Gordon stepping up for the Magic with 20 points. Not a lot of support though for him. Is that a worry for the Magic, or are they just going to keep riding on Pharaoh Gordon?
Well, it is slightly. The way that they tend to do this is one of the main 3 scorers, either Ben Brown, Andre Gale or Pharaoh Gordon, will be the ones giving the buckets, but then if one of them scores, say, 25, 30 points, it always has to be with someone then chipping in with maybe 18 points or something like that. So definitely someone needs to step up. Big problem we've got there is that Ben Brown and Andre Gale are on 3 fouls, so I don't think we're going to see them until deep into the third quarter. One thing that is statistically Solent are running away with it is second chance points and turnovers. Magic really needs to look at that for the second half.
So it is half-time in our final game of the day. The Solent Kestrels 2 lead the Manchester Magic 41-36. And Darren and Ray are joining us for the half-time report. Take it away, Darren.
Thanks, John. Welcome back inside the National Basketball Performance Centre. It is the D2 Men's Playoff Final. Manchester Magic, they trail 36-41 to the Solent Kestrels 2. Greg Before alongside me. What are your initial thoughts on that first half?
3 words: Pharaoh versus everybody. Yeah. He's just gone crazy. He's shooting the lights out of the gym, keeping his team in the game. But Solent are just a very well-drilled, well-organised, well-oiled defensive team. And this is a very, very entertaining matchup. I'm really enjoying this game.
Yeah, let's focus first on Solent and what they've done well in this first half. Kai Walker, as advertised. My goodness.
Yep. Absolute monster on the boards. He knows how to put the ball in the basket. Like I said, he's just relentless. He just doesn't know when to stop running, doesn't know how to stop working. And he's literally become sort of the focal point as the game went on. They're catching him in the post now. He's catching offensive rebounds, catching all the defensive rebounds. He's doing really, really well for his team.
He had a monster putback.
Yeah,
early.
Loud points. That's what I call a loud basket.
I mean, that was a comment that you've had earlier. Players have been having quiet games, That's been a loud 13 points.
It's been a very loud 13 points. And after every time he scored, he's let the opposition know about it. He knows that, he makes sure the opposition knows what he's about today, and it's going to be a lot of fun.
Now, it's an important note on Kai Walker. He's got an unsportsmanlike foul called against him. That means that he's on a real tightrope in terms of his conduct and behaviour during the rest of this game.
Yeah, like just needs to make sure the energy doesn't get to his head. It's going to be hard because this is a very, very high stakes game, but you know, I'm sure as a basketball player, he knows how to sort of, you know, walk that tightrope and be all right.
Absolutely. I mean, that's one thing that when I look at the Kestrels' whole organisation, that's the sort of thing that I expect them to be able to manage, for sure.
For sure, they drill that into all of their players. Just make sure all of their players understand what the ethics and the protocol is for the team. So I'm sure Cal will be fine.
Who else stood out for you from the Solent Kestrels?
Sam Akano, just loads. When I say loud baskets, every basket he put in every ball he put in the basket, loud. Crowd went mad. He's just such a quick player. Sometimes he's too quick for his own good. He's dribbling the balls behind him, but he's got so much control with his body. He knows how to excite the crowd. Everyone's into it, and he's just a very exciting guy to have on your team. Loads of energy, and yeah, again, loud baskets, momentum-changing points.
Yeah, 7 points in the game total for Akano so far. I feel like they've come at like big moments when Manchester have threatened to get back into the contest.
Yeah,
Akano's there.
Yeah, and it's again, like you said, like, you know, when they're trying to sort of build a bit of momentum, get back in the game. They've had a few stops, but Akano just comes up with these points that not only stem the tide, but swing the momentum that completely on the other side, especially with how loud the points are. You know, he gets everybody going, and I love his energy.
What have you made of Ashley Briggs, the big man down low?
Oh, he's been stable. He's been, you know, very steady, a very calming presence in the paint, getting all of the rebounds. Great footwork in the paint. He just knows what to do, when to do it. And it's just nice, especially defensively, knowing that you have someone that's going to be there to protect the paint or win the defensive rebound game.
And one more Solent Kestrel, NBL stood out to you?
Yes. Oh my gosh. It's gone. Greg Duran. Greg Duran stood out to me. He's been really efficient from the three-point line. Again, very timely threes.
Yeah.
You know, when Manchester, you know, beginning to pick up the pace, big momentum, especially when they've got, like, you know, second chance points. They've just got an offensive rebound. Greg is always used to be there for a spot up three and just calm things down a little bit.
So let's take a look over at the Magic right now. You said it at the start of the show, Pharaoh Gordon versus everybody, 20-7.
He has been absolutely immense. 6 of 10 from free. He's shooting 60% from the three-point line. His efficiency is through the roof. I don't know how long he can keep this up for, but it's been absolutely incredible what he's been doing to keep his team in the game.
Yeah, and you know, he's had those three-point shots. They've not made him go out inside yet. He hasn't had to do anything other than what he's doing. And luckily for him and for Manchester, it's been working.
It's not even just that. He's even taken the defensive responsibility to pick up Kai Walker and try to slow him down. So you know he wants to win regardless of what everyone else is doing. He just really wants to win. You've seen his performance today.
I'll tell you who's really impressed me, especially in the last couple of minutes where it was starting to get really a bit gritty in that second quarter, is Noah Togo. 2-1 and 2, but he's bringing aggression, he's bringing energy, and he's making things happen.
Yes, I see him diving on loose balls as well. He's just been like, you know, a house of fire. He's like one of those, he just doesn't know when to die. You can't kill him. You see the ball on the floor, he's going to go pick it up, he's going to run and do what he needs to do, just loads of energy off the bench. And I think Manchester really needs someone like him to step up today.
And Ben Brown as well, he's had some timely points in the contest so far.
Yeah, he has. I think, you know, as the game's gone and he's become a little bit more comfortable, especially when he's seeing, you know, his teammate Pharaoh just, you know, get going. He's thinking to himself, I actually need to do something to help him out. And it's nice to see him get comfortable with timely buckets as well.
All right, it's awards time once again. So the NBL D2 South Player of the Year was awarded to John Johnson of the Westminster Warriors.
Yes, he is Westminster, pretty much. Just works hard for the team. He's been there for as long as I've known him, and he very thoroughly deserves to win the Player of the Year. Congratulations to him.
Exceptional player. Gary Smith from Sussex was the Coach of the Year.
Well deserved too. I love Gary. I haven't seen him in God knows how long. And, you know, seeing his face pop up on the awards thing just makes me so happy to see. Congratulations to him. Congratulations to Sussex. He deserves it as well.
DPLY, we've already spoken about, and we're seeing this game so far. Tyrell Brown of the Manchester Magic.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing what else he can bring today. You know, they really need to step up, but congratulations to him. He's a very, very good defensive player, and again, he deserves the accolades as well.
And the Under-19 Young Player Award goes to Nidas Cholovinskas of the Baltic Stars.
I like him, but Baltic Stars seem to be doing a thing where they're just bringing up loads and loads of really high quality, high IQ basketball players, and he is a living example of that. He deserves, that's a very good testament to what Baltic Stars offer and what they bring to the table. So congratulations to him.
Now the NBL D2 North Player of the Year, as if there was any doubt, Rob Marston from Doncaster.
Again, well deserved. Doncaster, a really good team, and it's good to have someone, you know, represent them on the awards. So, you know, shout outs to him.
Coach of the Year, of course, going to Peter Paraskeva of Manchester.
Again, he's got a big job on his hands today.
Yes, he does.
But, you know, this, again, testament to the program, testament to the coach that he's here in the playoff finals as well. So, you know, props to him, congratulations, and let's see what he can do later today.
DPOY, Tyrell Brown of Manchester. And in fact, I apologise, I made a mistake there. NBL D2 South DPOY, Moses Gordon of the Baltic Stars as well. You're talking about intelligence.
Yeah.
You're talking about Moses Gordon right there.
Exactly. Very, very good player. Very, very, very good player. And that's what they build. That's what Baltic Stars build. They build a lot of players with high IQ, high energy, know how to play basketball, know how to move. And again, testament to what they do.
And under 19 in the North, D2 Player of the Year, Brian Akano of Myerscough.
That's another breeding ground for really, really good players. A lot of under 19, their academy is elite, especially in the European competitions. And again, that's a testament to their program. So congratulations to Brian.
The D2 British Team of the Year was John Johnson, Justin Hitchman, Kai Walker, Lanray Aina and Jamie Cummings.
I love that team so much. I love that team so, so much. Again, shout out to Lanray. I've known him for like 7 years now. He deserves, he's had a really, really good season at Greenwich. And, you know, Justin Hitchman could have been Player of the Year as well. So that's a really, really, really strong team for British Team of the Year.
And the D2 British Team of the Year in the North, Rob Marsden, Pharaoh Gordon, Jason Tucker, Matthew Martin and Joseph Ball.
Yes, indeed. We'll see what Pharaoh Gordon can do today.
Oh, yeah.
If the other players on this team can all play as well. So congratulations to all of them.
And final set of awards, the NBL D2 Team of the Year South. No surprises, John Johnson, Justin Hitchman, Kai Walker, Aruto Noah.
Arturo! Yes. Yes, I love Arturo. Yeah, when I was at Greenwich as well, he's the oldest head in the room, but he's just such an elite scorer. Like we call him the old man, but I love him to pieces.
And Thomas Sadoukis.
Again, well deserved. Really, really good player. He's grown a lot while he's been at Sussex for years, and playing against him as well, he's always giving me a hard time, so congratulations to him.
D2 Team of the Year from the North, Rob Marsden, Devon Rucker, Pharaoh Gordon, Matthew Martin and Jason Tucker of the Northampton Titans.
Yes, indeed. You see no surprises in that North Team of the Year. All of them deserve to be there, and it's just a fantastic team.
Now we've got about 60 seconds over here before we throw it back to our commentary team. What are the keys for Manchester if they want to get themselves back into this final?
They need to get more stops, more live ball stops, because they seem to be having a lot of success, you know, in fast break situations. That's how they're getting a lot of their points in transition threes through Pharaoh, and just attacking the paint and just having a level of aggression that, you know, Solent are finding it really difficult to handle.
They need another player to
They
elevate
need
their
another
game.
player to step up. Yes, they need another guy that can put the ball in the basket, because Pharaoh, I don't know how sustainable it is for Pharaoh to just go crazy the way he is.
And for Solent?
For Solent, just keep doing what they're doing. You know, have a little bit more composure on the ball, because, you know, there's been a few turnovers here and there. But overall, scoring-wise, it's been very balanced. They just need to continue to do what they're doing, maintain that high level of defense, especially on a one-on-one setting, and I'm sure they'll be fine.
All right, well, we've got 20 more minutes to find out. We're going to throw it back over to Alan Masters and John Hodds.
Yes, indeed.
Thank you very much, Darren and Ray. I must say, on a very, very personal note as well, we talk about team awards for Division 2, and I cannot think of anyone more deserving for Div 2 Coach of the Year than Sussex Bears' own Gary Chicken Smith, a guy that I have known personally for well over 20 years, who's been involved in the game in Sussex and has really transformed it into, you know, a real powerhouse. Sussex, known for producing fantastic local talent, and Thomas Sadoukis being in that Team of the Year, and also to mention Sussex Bears getting the best game day experience in Division 2 South. And it's just so testament to the hard work that everyone at the Sussex Bears has put in this season. So a huge congratulations to my somewhat local team, you could say, in NBL Division 2. And for you, Adam, a lot of Manchester Magic players in the awards as well. And that's great to see.
Absolutely. I mean, Coach Paraskiva winning his Coach of the Year award as well. Fully deserved for what he does for the Manchester Magic programme as a whole. This senior team aren't the only team he coaches there. But I've got to also add on to your shout for Chicken Smith as well, because those of you that have heard the Below the Rim podcast, Pablo, who runs that with myself and Josh Bett, he's a huge Brighton Bears fan, formerly Worthing Bears fan. So Gary Chicken Smith is somebody that he talks about constantly. So yeah, what a great thing.
I mean, Chick has been just the absolute epitome of everything about Sussex basketball, and him getting a Division 2 award is just absolutely fantastic. He's won a couple of league titles and playoff titles with the Worthing Thunder in the early 2000s, just before they joined the British Basketball League in the mid-2000s, I must say, actually, before transforming the Sussex Bears out of Sir Robert Woodard Academy in Lancing. And Mark, we're going to go away from the awards now, and Solent Kestrels lead 41-36. They had a lead, a sizable lead. 13 points was their biggest advantage. They still have that slight lead, but do you feel that they're a bit unhappy with how the end of that second quarter transpired?
Yeah, I think the momentum shifted, and actually, when you look at things like the Kai Walker unsportsmanlike, I mean, that's a big swing. You know, it's free throws, possession, another score, that can really turn things. So they'll be unhappy with how they finished. Manchester Magic, who were kind of accelerated by Noah Togo, who's earned his start here at the start of the second half, were different, more energy, better in transition, so they'll want to keep that going. And
also as well, the backcourt of Togo and Terrell Brown has really worked wonders as we start the third quarter.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, Ray summed it up perfectly there with Darren. Noah Togo came on and he's been a real spark, but the worrying thing for the Magic is that outside of Pharaoh Gordon, nobody's scored above 4 points. So Pharaoh really needs some help putting some points on the board. And I'd expect it to be about midway through this quarter before Pete Paraskiva brings back Andre Gale or Ben Brown.
And the first score of the third period goes to Earl Thompson, and a warning to Kai Walker for touching the ball.
He needs to be careful.
He needs to be very careful.
Yeah, if he takes him up, he's done.
Out,
Is he gone? He could be gone.
I think a warning has been called, has it? No, a technical foul has been called. Kai Walker's gone.
Oh, that's huge.
Kai Walker's been ejected. That's 2 technical fouls. Well, it was an unsportsmanlike and a technical foul.
I think that would mean he's done.
Yeah.
That does mean he's done. That's 3,
You know what?
Or is he? I mean, they're just double checking.
That would be so sad.
Coach has
and another technical foul on Coach Sylvain Daniel.
Okay, they need to stop talking because we don't want to see anyone ejected from this game.
We're not even a minute into the third period here as well.
Kai Walker hasn't left the floor yet, but he's done.
I think he's almost in a bit of disbelief if this is about to happen. I really hope it isn't the case, but it looks like it may be.
Well, I'm not sure about this because Gordon now at the foul line, as we see on the screen.
We get a replay, and
I don't think actually Walker is out of the game.
He warned him in the first half, though, I think, for throwing the ball back.
Yeah, there was an unspot.
Well, he's walking to the bench.
Wow.
And he's walking to the end of the bench looking very despondent. He's gone.
Kai Walker's gone.
Oh, wow. That's a huge blow. And that's not just a blow for the team, that's a blow for everybody because this guy was on fire.
We had to make sure of exactly what happened because it was called for an unsportsmanlike in the second period.
It's very disappointing.
So that's 2 technical.
Does it come up on summary here where the reason that he's gone? I'm going to take a look at that.
So Kai Walker has been ejected from this game, and that is absolutely huge in every every scheme of thing you can think of right now. And the Solent Kestrel fans, and including the players of the Div 1 team, are letting the referees know about this.
I mean, it's really disappointing for the spectacle.
Guys, what's interesting is that he's still showing up as 3 fouls on the scoreboard, and he's saying on the live stats that he's been substituted out. But the way he left the court there looked like he was out of there.
Akano to the hoop. Either way you look at it, Kai Walker has been ejected. He's gone, even though he's coming back to the floor now.
This is getting
There's
very
so much
confusing.
confusion.
I mean, if
He's actually now... He's now on the other end of the bench, so it does look like he is actually...
If he's been ejected, he's got to leave.
It doesn't look like he's been ejected, even though he left.
Unless he's just been asked to come and sit.
Either way, Sam Akano makes the free throws. We'll see what happens a bit later on.
Darren...
As it stands, Kai Walker is on the stat sheet and on the live stats as 3 fouls.
I've sent a messenger out to try and find out what's going on with Kai Walker, so as soon as we know, we'll let you know.
Either way, a free-throw line jumper from Regent Baskoun is off the mark. Here is Akano. Akano, what a crossover that was, but lost the ball. Durant, corner 3, and that's good.
Akano's a tough player. He looks to be a similar kind of guy to Noah Togo. Not the biggest guy on the floor, but absolutely fearless going into the basket.
And the ball goes out of bounds, and Solent will get the possession back, and you can feel that there's a lot of emotion now within the Solent Kestrels players.
They're fired up.
Yeah, they're absolutely fired up.
Let's hope that they keep the fired up in a good way, though, and not get frustrated.
Kestrels leading by 8, 48-40 in the early stages of a third quarter that's been an absolute full of drama already, and Durant will go to the line for 2 foul shots. That's, I think, a first foul on time Regent Baskoun.
Again, if you're Manchester, though, Durant's dribbled it 80 feet. He's barely been turned, and they defend him when he gets into the paint. They're going to struggle. It's how they struggled the whole of the first half doing the same thing.
Well, that was what was interesting at the end of the second half. They only really went full-on, full-court press towards the end of the half. It's an unusual thing to see.
Referees now going over to the Solent bench. And now assistant coach Chris Mays. And Kai Walker, I think, has been ejected. He's got to leave the floor.
Yeah.
And Chris Mays is telling Kai he's got to go. He's been ejected. The referee's just making double sure. So there you go. There's your confirmation right there. Kai Walker has been ejected.
And he's getting a real big round of applause from the Kestrels fans there. Great first half. Really sad to see him out of this ball game, John.
A third quarter already full of drama. 2 minutes have not even been played. Terrell Brown driving inside over Portman. Regent Baskoun gets the loose ball and puts it in. And Manchester with some full court press. Portman, just about pats it to Akano. Akano all the way, gets it to go. Sam Akano coming alive in the third.
But again, Solent reacted. They went full court press, but then they caught them on a big transition there.
Gordon blocks, but he gets the ball back. The block is from Durant. Bodies at paint. The Division 1 team, who obviously play tomorrow, are here watching and supporting the Kestrels second team. And my goodness me, they're letting their voices be heard as well.
Yeah, I mean... The ejections has got them fired up.
It really has.
They're really going for it now. So, yeah, I'm trying to get my thoughts back on this game. It's been such a strange start.
It was bizarre.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Darren Paul mentioned it on the halftime show and said Kai Walker has to be very careful with his conduct.
Yeah.
You can blame Darren Paul for that one.
Here is Akano. Kestrels lead by 9 and a foul has been called. And Solent will get the ball back.
But credit to the Kestrels, though, for keeping their heads together. Still with a 9-point lead. But the other thing right now as well is the Magic, we thought we were going to be able to rely on a big noise, a lot of support here because they're in their hometown. But the noise in the crowd's all about the Kestrels right now.
Such incredible fan supporters. Ashley Briggs with an easy 2. Such incredible fan support all day long. And what's been really great to see is the Sheffield Hatters WBBL team have stayed to support their Hatters Div 2 team. Yeah. Solent Kestrels men's team supporting their second team. It's great to see. As Andre Gale was fouled by Thompson.
I've seen some Manchester Giants in the building as well.
Absolutely, some Manchester Giants in the building as well. Alongside a few Mystics players as well.
Sure. I was actually going to save that one actually, but the 2 ex-Magic alumni have walked in, Patrick Whelan and Jordan Whelan, of course, both great players in the BBL, so it's great to see them come and support some of their buddies down here. And like you say, just behind us we've got Dominique Allen from the Mystics, Hannah Shaw from the Hatters.
3 on the way from Gale is long, and Akano collects the loose ball. And Akano will slow it down. Horman kicks it out to Akano. 10 on the shot clock. Akano is no good for 3. Horman. And Horman will slow it down himself. Briggs. Akano. An open Thompson for 3. Again the offensive rebound by Briggs. And Solent for the 3rd time reset.
Well, what I did notice there is that Andre Gale went up for the rebound.
Akano for 3. And Terrell Brown rebounds.
Andre Gale went up for the rebound, but he was being very, very careful. He's only just back in the game.
And a late call has been called. I think that's an offensive foul, and it's been called, yes. Very late call.
Called him out of bounds on the baseline.
Oh, they called it out of bounds?
Yes. Yeah, there's no foul on Pharaoh Gordon.
That did look like an offensive foul. However, the referee's deciding to let play continue, and out of bounds was called. Durand. Good defense there from Goodall. And he's going to the races. It's 2-on-1. And Goodall loses the ball. And the Solent fans letting you know about it.
That there is, if you want to see Bailey Goodall, what he does, that is exactly what he does. It's a shame what happened when he got to the other end of the court, but just that hustle and then getting back down the court.
Well, as mentioned, one of the main defensive linchpins of this Manchester Magic team, offensively now, fairly dominated by Gordon and Gale. And foul called on the floor. You could just tell, like the Division 3 final earlier on, the emotions on the court are really showing.
Yeah, absolutely. There's the emotions going up. There's a lot more contact. Referees are letting a little bit go, but it's called a foul on this occasion.
And Manchester nearly in the penalty once more, and there they are. They're in the penalty now. And that's a 4th foul as well on Andre Gale. And that, it almost balances out Kai Walker's ejection, as Andre Gale now has to sit down on 4 fouls and Trevor Samuel will come in.
I gotta be honest, I think Andre Gale's a bit hard done by there. He didn't look like he was doing anything other than just standing in a defensive stance. He looked real surprised when that call was made, but that's a huge loss for the Magic, like you say.
54-42 in favour of the Kestrels, 5:18 remaining. Manchester for the 3rd straight time though in the penalty, and the Kestrels with only 2 team fouls. Gap is 13 in favour of the Kestrels. Here is Samuel. Terrell Brown driving an Akano. Gordon driving at Horman. Inside it goes, and score from Regent Baskun.
Better again from the Magic.
I mentioned in the first half, the Magic have got this weird habit of being down in the 3rd quarter. Now, they've been down for a long time now, but this is where they can be dangerous.
And a turnover there as Elias Horman lost it. Samuel going at the teeth of the D, and Greg Durand will be called for his 3rd foul.
Yeah, out in transition, they've been decent in the transition of the Magic. Nearly had the finish on that play as well.
Only 18 points in transition have been scored in this game. 10 of those have come the way of the Magic. Fairly close if you look at it. As the Magic currently shooting 41% from the field. They're 6 of 9 from the foul line. And Solent have been to the line far more times in this game. They're 11 of 16. And they're shooting 44% from the field. Both teams really struggling from downtown. In fact, the Magic shooting 35% at a fairly decent clip, I guess. But nowhere near the level that they can make it. It's been quite below par by their standards.
Really has. Really has. Still no other player other than Pharaoh Gordon over 8 points for the Magic. That's something they really need to start looking at.
Pharaoh Gordon with 22 points, but as you say, yeah, Regent Baskun the next scorer with 8. Akano misses the 3. And the loose ball collected by Ben Brown. Regent Baskun to Ben Brown, a bit of a mismatch here. Samuel, a 3. And Ben Brown gets the loose ball. 3 minutes, 57 seconds left of the third. 1 on the shot clock, they've got to put up something. Good defense from the Solent Kestrels. And another turnover by the Magic. That's 17 turnovers now in this game.
That's just awesome defense from Solent.
Clever tactically too. They're switching everything on and off the ball. So Magic finding driving lanes hard to come by because of all the switching that Solent are doing.
Yep.
Alex Grant back into the game for the Kestrels as Ashley Briggs takes a seat, almost like-for-like substitution there from Sylvain Dignol. Akano, nice pass inside to Grant. Grant misses the bunny. Ball goes out of bounds. It will stay with the Kestrels.
What an incredible pass from Akano, though.
As you see on the replay, beautiful find to see Alex Grant wide open. This is the hook shot stolen away from the Magic, but Akano had it back. Zach Gordon has it, and it's transition. He scores. 48-55 in favour of the Kestrels with 3:14 remaining in the third. It's been an action-packed third quarter, full of drama, full of excitement, and there's still another quarter to go. Johnson. Alex Grant. Shot clock down to 2. They've got to put up something. Ball goes off the rim. And the ball goes out of bounds. Kestrels will keep it with 2:55 remaining.
This is crazy though. It's almost like the Kestrels will do something and force it and get the shot clock down for the Magic, and then Magic will go, okay, we'll do that to you now. Even though Kestrels come up with it this time.
As Tyler Johnson will collect the ball from the official momentarily. 2:55 remaining in the third period. 55-48. Kestrels lead the Manchester Magic. Durand currently on 11 points. Shot clock down to 4. Durand going inside. Beautiful move and foul. Greg Durand with a tough move, adjusting his body and getting enough contact to get the basket and a foul.
I think Greg Durand's been a bit of an unknown in this one too. He's really come to life. He's been good on the offensive end. He's a big body that can defend. He's been really, really useful. Not someone who I had in my notes as being one that's going to kind of trouble the score sheet too much, but he's been really, really good.
Well, he's a product of the Charnwood Academy. Averaged around 14 points in his final year there in the 2019-20 season before COVID hit. Averaging 12 points on around 45% shooting for the season. But so far, really stepping up in the absence of Kai Walker. He now has 13 points. And the Kestrels lead by 9 with 2:42 remaining. And Magic's finished both the first and the second quarter really strong. As we mentioned, they've had periods where they've been almost inactive and Solent have taken advantage. Could this be another time where the Magic are now, they have to really put their foot down and really stamp some authority on this game and make it interesting going into the fourth?
Yeah, I mean, I've seen them in this position season long. Well, not every game, but when they get into this position, it's now that they start to go, right, okay, we need to react now. But what they need is a spark on offense. No one else is giving the buckets apart from Pharaoh Gordon. Now, even Pharaoh's not scored for a while either. So they really need to try and get somebody to get hot on offense. Ben Brown is now back in the game on 3 fouls. This is a guy that can come hot out of nowhere. So let's see what he can do in this quarter.
Pharaoh Gordon with only 4 points in this third period. As Greg Durand will go to the line for the bonus and a chance to put Solent into a double-digit lead, which he duly makes. Regent Bazcoon. Gordon going inside, Gordon going glass, misses the layup, and the ball goes out of bounds. And it will stay with the Magic. There's 2:25 remaining. Kestrels up by 10, 58-48. Regent Bazcoon. Inside, nice cut-off there from Tyler Johnson, and away comes Elias Poorman. Elias Poorman inside. Akano misses the handle, so resets. Akano putting the moves. Durand going inside, but he'll kick it out to Johnson. Grant with the hook, and Gordon rebounds. Gordon inside it goes, beautiful basketball, and that's finished off by Trevor Samuel.
Better this time, possession before Solent switch again. Tyler Johnson, easy steal. Magic have to be watching that.
Durand going inside, and the rebound taken by Segal. Segal going all the way, good recovery there from Akano, who's been everywhere in this third period.
Akano's been great, hasn't he? Been really, really good in this game, especially in the third. Really got going.
As Luliet Wall will come back into the game for the Magic, and Regent Bazcoon will take a seat. Segal to Ben Brown, and it's a foul there from Alex Grant right in front of our cameraman.
What's interesting is in the first half it was Noah Togo that came on and gave that hustle and that spark. Akano's doing a similar thing here in the third. He's been fantastic.
Here is Luliet Wall. Brown with a step-back jumper, and that's no good. And the ball goes out of bounds. It will stay with the Magic. .108 remaining in the third. Eight to shoot for the Magic. Inside it goes to Samuel. Samuel really coming alive in this third period. That's 4 quick points for Trevor Samuel. Final 45 seconds of this third period. Poorman. Durand driving. Durand, good defense there from the Magic. The ball goes out of bounds. It will stay with the Kestrels.
Thought Magic were going to come up with one chance to cut the lead, but it stays with Solent.
Grant, Durand, 4 to shoot. Poorman looking for Alex Grant, but couldn't quite reach him. And the Magic come up with the loose ball. Brown, Samuel, 20 seconds left. There's a 5-second differential between shot clock and game clock. Luliet Wall, Samuel, 4 to shoot, and the foul has been called. I don't think that will count. The foul was on the floor.
Trevor Samuel has this incredible ability to penetrate, and what he does is he uses the player as almost like a springboard. He'll drive in, he's not the tallest guy, and he kind of sticks to the player. He's got great hang time, and then he'll think about what he's going to do, whether he's going to do the floater or the underarm layup.
And that's 4 fouls now on Greg Durant. That's another big call, especially going into this
big blow for
fourth period. Absolutely. So far, Greg Durant actually the only Kestrels player in real foul trouble. Sam Akano has 2 fouls.
Tyler Johnson was in the mix there. He should have been begging for that foul. He should have put both arms in the air, done a dance. He should have made sure that foul was on him. He hasn't done. He should have done.
No dance was needed, and unfortunately it didn't come that way anyway.
See, I'm wondering if there was a step in there.
And I think there was.
Yeah.
I think, yeah. Samuel's going to go back to the line for a second.
Pullman was hovering over the line, and he just fell in just as Trevor took the shot.
So Trevor Samuel has another chance. He missed his second free throw, but he has a chance to make amends, but he doesn't. Ball goes out of bounds, and the Magic will keep possession with 7.5 remaining in the third. So obviously shot clock has been turned off. Chance for Manchester to just compose themselves and make this a possible one-possession game. Brown, Lilliet Wall driving. The floater blocked by Grant, and that'll end the third period. And the Solent Kestrels take a 58-53 lead at the end of the third period, as Pharaoh Gordon has 24 to lead all scorers. Greg Durant has 14 to lead the Kestrels. But the big story happened in the first minute of this third period, gentlemen, with the ejection of Kai Walker, which is a huge play in every sense of the word.
Yeah, to walk through really quickly, I think one thing we didn't pick up in the first half is Kai Walker did the same thing in the first half, took the ball and looped this kind of big arching underarm pass back to referee. He was warned, he then picked up the unsportsmanlike with the foul on the half court, and then does the same thing at the start of the second half, and he's gone. And it's like I said, it's frustrating because you think, I wish you didn't do that and you were a bit smarter, obviously, but from a neutral's perspective, our perspective, we don't want to see a guy who's the absolute talisman for Solent miss the entire second half, just for the spectacle.
And on the flip side, Pharaoh Gordon, the only real player that's contributed to scoring in any sense before the Manchester Magic. He has 24 points. The nearest person to him is Torin Regent Bascoon with 8 points. Andre Gale, though, is struggling with 2 points at the moment, but he has 4 fouls. Is that a huge factor at the moment?
That is a massive factor for the Magic. In the semi-final, it was all about Andre Gale. He went for 29 points and I think 12 rebounds. He was huge. Now, the problem that we keep talking about is the fact that nobody else on the Magic seems to be scoring. Torin Regent Bascoon isn't the guy to necessarily rely on to get big numbers on offense. He's a hustler. He'll rebound. He will score baskets, but he's not necessarily the guy that you're going to want to try and shoot the Magic out of this situation. So you're looking to Andre, you're looking to Ben Brown, and I think Pete Parascue will have said during that break there, it's got to happen now, fellas. Someone's going to have to step up and get hot on offense.
It's going to be a huge final quarter to bring a close to an incredible day of basketball. We've had a thrilling encounter between Teesside and Worcester that went the way of the Teesside Lions, and emotional Sheffield Hatters dedicating their Division 2 women's playoff title to the late great Betty Cardona. And a back three for Uliet Wall, and that's almost, I think, the 5th back three we've seen so far today.
It's been wild.
It's a one-possession game, and an offensive foul has been called, and now the Manchester Magic fans, including the Whelan brothers, letting the Solent players and fans know about it.
Hey, the Whelans and Magic through and through. I got to talk to both of them after games this season, and it's great seeing those guys here, and their dad as well, who's a huge part of the Magic.
And a foul has been called this time on Ashley Briggs. That'll be his second foul.
If you're the Magic, you're really like you've got to be pleased. You start the fourth quarter down 5, but Pharaoh Gordon scores 4 in the third, and you're still close. They've got to be buoyed up by that.
Well, this is kind of what they do. They do it without you really noticing as well. And all of a sudden it's a 2-point game.
And you feel the momentum is all with the Manchester Magic right now. Inside it goes, up and under is good for Trevor Samuel. And the game is tied at 58.
I was just about to say, Trevor Samuel big in the third, and here he is in the fourth.
An 8-0 run by the Magic here in this fourth period. Akano driving, misses everything. Briggs on the follow, misses everything.
I'm expected to see a timeout call for Solent in a minute.
All the way it goes, blocked by Thompson. Earl Thompson with the rejection, but he loses the ball. A scrappy sequence from both teams. Uliet Wall goes back but doesn't get it to go. Seagal comes up with a loose ball, gets it to go. The Magic take the lead. Timeout Solent.
There it is. Okay, Solent really need to focus now. Magic have done what they said that they were going to do. They've crept back into this game, and it's just the first lead of the game for the Magic.
Got to be close.
A huge period of play here from the Manchester Magic, who have trailed by as many as 13 points. They have led in this game, but it wasn't until the first quarter. That was their first lead of the game, so this is their first lead since the first period. But a huge fourth quarter so far for the Manchester Magic.
It is, and that's what this Magic team do. Like I keep saying, when they're behind, they're dangerous. They creep back into the game without the opposition really knowing what's going on, and before you know it, you're 2 points down. This is going to be some final quarter, I think, guys.
And we've still only played just over a minute and a half of the fourth period. It feels like we've got 2 minutes left.
Yeah, it does. The arena's got that vibe of it being the last minute of the ball game.
Absolutely.
Great to see the great Orlan Jackman there supporting the Solent 2 team.
As Akira Harry comes into the game for the first time for the Kestrels, number 4. Akano. Magic lead by 2, their first lead since the first quarter. Akano with the step back jumper, and that's long. Uliet Wall with the rebound, and he has it. Inside to Gordon, Ben Brown, big 3!
That could be the spark.
Thompson has it. And Elias Portman will just slow it down. Magic still have not committed a foul in this quarter. Akano. Thompson, 5 to shoot. Thompson goes glass and
what
scores.
A great move. Great move from Thompson there.
Samuel. Ben Brown loses the ball. Body's on the floor as Sam Akano fights for it.
Oh.
And a few
There's a bit of trash talking going on
bit
here.
Of trash talking and some
Everyone
pushing
needs to
as
keep
well.
calm here.
Absolutely, some pushing going on as well. Tempers flaring on the court.
I think what happened was Akano was stood over Ben Brown, kind of looking down at him, and I think it was Pharaoh Gordon said, "Come on, man, chill out." He reacted to that, and then before you know it, Mo Shergo was in there. Both teams need to stay calm. The last thing we want is to see another player ejected.
Of course, we've already seen Kai Walker get ejected as the referee's just conferring with what's happening right now.
Play on. Play on.
Let them play, absolutely.
Yep.
So a technical foul has been called.
Is it on Solent?
We're just going to see what happens.
Oh, is it a double technical?
So a double
Offsetting.
technical has been called, yeah. So I think Ashley Briggs has been called for a technical.
I wonder if it's Pharaoh that was called,
I
or
think
Mo
it could-
Shergo.
We'll just wait and see. So the first technical is on Ashley Briggs. That's his third foul. And Pharaoh Gordon was called for the second technical. That's his first foul of the game. So obviously they cancel each other out. Play continues. And Solent have the ball. Incredible noise inside the National Basketball Performance Centre. Poorman. Bit too strong a pass, but it was deflected out of bounds, so the Kestrels will keep it.
Six on a shot clock.
Yeah, shot clock winding down to 4. Inside it goes, and a score from Briggs. And the Kestrels have reduced the deficit to just 1. 63-62. Inside to Samuel for 2. Akano driving. Akano, I think a foul was called.
Yep.
Yes, it was, just before. He almost travelled with it, but a foul was called beforehand as Bailey Goodall will come into the game and Mohamed Seagal will take a seat.
I think Akano tried to come back to his left hand, and Unit well had it in his arm, so he had no arm to come back to. That's why it looked funny.
As Elias Poorman just about gets it to Greg Durand, who's on 4 fouls. Briggs, double teamed. Briggs, no problem.
Great move.
And the gap is 1 again. Brown. Goodall. Goodall goes out of bounds, and Kestrels will get the ball back and a chance to retake the lead.
Pharaoh Gordon had the right idea. Went for the back cut.
Yeah.
He zigged.
There's a
Goodall zagged.
bit of miscommunication between Goodall and Gordon. As you say, Gordon was going for the backdoor cut, and Bailey Goodall was just passing it around the perimeter. Akano. Nearly halfway through this 4th quarter, Akano almost over-dribbling it there. 6 to shoot. Thompson going inside, and Earl Thompson will go to the foul line.
Thompson's been able to bail Solent out a couple of times. You see him go to the crossover and go right, and I was about to say somebody needs to step in and take a charge, but Earl Thompson's an absolute unit, and I wouldn't fancy taking a charge off him, so I can understand why they're jumping with him.
Yeah, I mean, but if you look at the replay that we just saw back there, Bailey Goodall kind of stood his ground, and it looked pretty much 50-50, that one to me. But yeah, you're right, so he's an absolute unit.
So Earl Thompson misses the first foul shot, but he has a chance to tie the game, which he does, 65 apiece.
Gents, we have a ball game.
Sure do.
I think we've had a ball game for pretty much the entire game thus far. The lead has seesawed around throughout this 4th quarter. Samuel, who's been huge in this second half. Gordon, and Gordon, who's cooled down a little bit after a fast start, has only scored 4 points in this second half combined. Gordon to Goodall. Ben Brown, big 3, no good. Thompson skies for the rebound. Akano driving. And a bit of an out-of-control play there from the Kestrels.
Tough pick-up for Briggs, that one. Just
Absolutely.
fired off his foot.
And the Manchester Magic will have it back. 65 apiece, halfway through this 4th quarter, here in our final game of day 1 as Elliott loses the ball. Greg Durant going all the way. Greg Durant slips, blocked.
Oh, good block.
By Gordon. One-on-one, and open Pharaoh Gordon decides to kick it out to Bailey Goodall. The open man is Elliott. Law for three, no good. And Sam Akano will slow it down. 65 apiece. Greg Durant from the corner. Both teams just not able to find their rhythm, especially from downtown.
A big rebound from Pharaoh Gordon. That's got to be a double-double for him, surely.
Yep.
Inside to Ben Brown. Good defense, or no, it wasn't from Sam Akano, and that will be his third foul. And that is 10 rebounds now for Pharaoh Gordon, so he has got his double-double. 24 points, 10 boards. 3 fouls now, as said, on Sam Akano, as Trevor Samuel will take a seat, and Andre Gale on 4 fouls will come back in for the Magic.
Yeah, Andre's going to want to have a big few minutes here. He's not got to have his usual game after getting in trouble early with the foul, so we'll see what Andre can do.
As Time Regent Bazcoon will come into the game for the Magic, and Pharaoh Gordon will take a seat. Gale. 6 to shoot for the Magic. Goodall. Big three, and it goes for Time Regent Bazcoon.
Wow.
14 points.
That was one of those swish shots where you almost wonder if it was an air ball. It was so clean.
14 points for Time Regent Bazcoon, and the Magic lead by 3. Akano, the extra pass to Greg Durant, goes to Earl Thompson off the glass.
Great move. That's a tough move.
What a find by Akano, by the way, on the baseline. Unbelievable find.
Ben Brown. Goodall almost lost the ball. His floater is no good. 68-67, and a foul called. And again, tempers flaring, this time between Thompson and Goodall.
Yeah,
Goodall standing his ground. Earl Thompson letting him know what he feels about it. It's playoff finals basketball for sure.
Bailey Goodall really didn't do much there other than do his job.
Yeah.
And Thompson just kind of went, nah, come on. And remember when I said at the start of the game that Bailey Goodall is that nuisance that he irritates players, and that's clearly what's just happened. Fair play to Bailey Goodall for sort of standing his ground, but obviously with 3:10 left in a final with a 1-point game, you're going to see a lot of emotion.
Coleman. Final 3 minutes as Earl Thompson will go to the line for 2 shots, discussing with himself that he didn't get that to go, but he has a chance for 2 foul shots and a chance for the Kestrels to retake the lead.
Yeah, and Earl Thompson's been good in this fourth, hasn't he? He's been able to get to the basket, he's put stuff up on the rim, and he's taken a few trips to the line, so they'll probably want to keep going back to him, control his emotions, as you say. I'm thinking, you know, in the way this game's been officiated, he's slightly lucky, if you ask me. He's gone up to Goodall and screamed in his face.
Yeah.
You know, we've seen technicals for a lot less, so yeah, needs to watch himself.
Yeah, I agree. I was thinking that actually, the way this game has been called, but hey, luckily he's still on the floor. Like I say, we don't want to see anyone go out from the game.
13 points and 6 rebounds for Earl Thompson. And a foul has been called.
Team foul.
And that's on Elias Poorman. So both teams now in the penalty with 3 minutes remaining. And that's a first foul on Elias Poorman.
We're going to have one of these finishes.
It would seem this way. It would seem like one of the longest 3 minutes you'll ever watch.
I think we'll be here for another half hour yet.
There's Pharaoh Gordon on 24 points. Had 20 points, as mentioned, in the first half. And misses the first. That's a huge miss. But he still has another attempt to go. Game is tied at 68 apiece. 3 minutes remain. Gordon splits the free throw, so Manchester Magic have a 1-point lead. Akano driving. Akano off the glass. Durant gets the rebounds. Pullman for three. Gets it to go. Elias Pullman from downtown. And the Kestrels lead by 2. 71-69. No good from Ben Brown. Rebound Akano.
Both coaches 2 timeouts. Can keep this one close.
Tyler Johnson thought about the three. Akano nearing the final 2 minutes, and Akano goes to the floor. That'll be on Louliet Wall. A foul's been called on Louliet Wall, yeah. That's his 4th foul. As Tyler Johnson will take a seat, and Ashley Briggs will check in. So Solent going big for these final 2 minutes 11 seconds. They lead by 2. As time Regent Bascoon comes into the game for the Magic.
Time to start getting your offense for defense going.
Absolutely.
Subs in and out.
Akano misses the first. So it stays a 1-possession game with 2:11 remaining. Akano splits or misses both free throws. Ben Brown. Gale. And stolen away. Ashley Briggs comes up with it. But re-stolen by Gordon. Terrell Brown. Inside to Basco. Blocks by Pullman. Huge rejection from Elias Pullman. Wow.
Huge play, that one. Absolutely huge.
I think Sam was a little bit polite with that. That's the kind of lane where he needs to really just try looking to dunk that.
Stolen by Gordon again. Gordon going all the way. Blocked. Oh, it's a foul called.
Yeah.
Wow.
Now we're going. I tell you what, if Gordon dunks that one, the whole roof comes off of this place.
Pharaoh Gordon very partial to a facial slam dunk now and again.
Pharaoh Gordon misses the first. Kestrels still up by 2 with 1:28 remaining. Pharaoh Gordon splits the free throws. So it's a 1-point lead for the Kestrels with 1:24 remaining. Thompson. Backing down Gordon. Akano with a wild floater, misses everything. On the follow was Thompson. 3-point lead for the Kestrels. Final minute. Brown going inside.
That's a big move. Brave move from Terrell Brown.
Akano will slow it down. 45 seconds remaining.
Make Thompson shoot. Make him shoot.
Thompson loses the ball. Gale all the way. Misses the layup. Regent Bascoon misses the layup as well. Rebounded by Durant.
Loads of time still. Loads of time.
Wow.
Two-time Regent Bascoon now with his 4th foul. Greg Durand with a chance for the Kestrels to have a 3-point lead with 23.5 seconds remaining. And he makes the fast. Durant splits the free throws. Ball goes out of bounds. It's a Manchester ball.
Timeout. Timeout.
Timeout called.
It's down to this. Season on the line here.
And if you're Coach Periscable, what would you be telling your team right now in this huddle, Mark?
I mean, I think the good thing is with another timeout still, 20 seconds. This is not a game-finishing play here, right? He wants to get his best option, and he's going to want to get it with some time left to foul. If he doesn't score, so he's not going to wind the clock down, obviously to 0 and go for the win. So I presume he will look for something to the rim, and if not, next best open shot. Whether he brings back on, I've lost his name, Trevor Samuel to go to the rim or just to free things up, I don't know. But like I said, he's got time. Doesn't need to panic here. Needs to get something at the rim. I mean, neutral venue, I'd probably go for a 2 and then defend.
And for the Kestrels, it's just a case of just stand firm on defense and just hold your ground.
Absolutely. It's about stay calm, try not to commit a stupid foul, be patient, realise that there is still 20 seconds left in this game. Magic are going to come out, they're not going to go straight in, they're going to think about it first. I agree with what Mark's just said there. Do they bring Trevor Samuel back in and then drive to the basket and see what happens?
20.5 seconds remaining in the Division 2 men's season, and what a way to end it. And there could still be 5 more minutes to go.
You said it.
Can your nerves take it, guys? I'm not sure mine can.
Anyone's at home.
Can your voice take it, John?
Third game of the day. Manchester get the ball in. Terrell Brown. Gordon, turn around, jumper! Pharaoh Gordon ties the game. 14 seconds left. Solent call time.
Now what does Solent do?
Now it gets interesting.
Yes,
Tied
sir.
up, 14 seconds, neutral venue. If you're Solent, do you hold on, wind the clock down and go for the win? You have to, right?
I'm just looking down the line behind you there. Darren Paul's holding up a piece of paper saying OT.
John's already said it, so if we do, it's his
I've already
fault.
called it. But
John's already said it.
Either way, 14 seconds remaining. I'm not sure my voice can even take this right now. How's your nerves at home, everybody? Get commenting on the Basketball England YouTube channel on our screen. It's great to have you all on board watching this right now. An epic end to what has been an enthralling day of NBL basketball, a celebration of basketball here in the British basketball community. And we've still got 2 games left on the Sunday. It's absolutely incredible. It started with Teesside in an enthralling Division 3 final. Sheffield Hatters getting an emotional Division 2 women's playoff victory, and it's all ending with this epic encounter.
Solent got to wind the clock down, no turnovers, and don't leave time left for Magic to call a timeout and get down the other end.
Both teams
all or nothing, 14 seconds, go for the win.
Both teams leaving it all out on the floor. Akano, Durand, final seconds. Durand inside, Portman. They've got to shoot. Akano for the win. No good, and we've gone into overtime.
Darren Paul was right. Darren Paul, I see you. I see you. John Hobbs.
John Hobbs
Folks.
keeping us here 5 minutes longer. Thanks, John.
Guys, if you're watching this live, John, I just want to big up John for doing such an amazing job. This man's voice must be hoarse. Can someone get some water down here for this man?
74 apiece.
What a game. What a game.
15 points each for Earl Thompson and Greg Durand. 28 points for Pharaoh Gordon. But it's been an absolutely incredible game of basketball. Both teams giving it their absolute all. Their heart, their soul, their passion is all on the line, and we've got 5 more minutes of it.
I mean, let's be honest, we were joking, but give me 5 more minutes of this any day. Yeah. This is great. John's voice box might not agree, or vocal cords. However, Kestrels did the right thing, wound it down in the last 14 seconds, had a chance, probably turned down 1 or 2 shots they could have done, but like I said, I think they wanted to leave no time on the clock, so they wound it down to the last seconds. I mean, Pharaoh Gordon, what a play at the end there to come off the curl, little 12-footer at the foul line, nails it. I mean, now it's you're nervous, one thing, like we said in the Worcester Teesside game, but now it is all execution. Which team can convert, which team can get stops, and who's going to make shots.
Now the worrying thing for the Magic as well, as we look up at the scoreboard there, Pharaoh at Wall on 4 fouls, Andre Gale on 4 fouls, Ben Brown on 3, Time Retribution Basket on 4 fouls. Magic are in foul trouble.
Absolutely, and 3 players now in double figures for the Manchester Magic, led of course by Pharaoh Gordon's 28 points. It's now just a game of a battle of wills, isn't it, for both teams as we enter overtime in an incredible day of basketball here at the National Basketball Performance Centre in Manchester. I wish, ladies and gentlemen, you could all be here to experience what we're experiencing right now.
If you were within 2 hours, shame on you for not getting here. Shame on you. You've missed a great day.
Absolutely, and we've still got 2 more games tomorrow afternoon as well. Here we go. Overtime period number 1. Gordon. Gale for 3 is good.
Do not forget about Dre. What did I tell you? This guy's a bucket.
5 points for Andre Gale. He's had a quiet game so far. Earl Thompson on 15. Misses the layup.
Got to make Thompson a shooter. They've got to make him a shooter. Don't let him get inside.
Brown. Ben Brown blocked by Briggs.
Briggs just saying, hey young fella, don't even think about it.
Solent will reset. Magic lead by 3. Briggs will be called, the foul has been called on the floor, so that basket will not count. A 3rd foul on Tyrell Brown, and Ashley Briggs will go to the line. Of course, both teams in the penalty from the 4th quarter carried over into OT, so free throws will happen no matter what for both teams. Briggs misses the 1st.
Magic running the double at Briggs is exactly what they should do, but they've got to force him back middle to the double team. Briggs has spun twice on the baseline and just got to the rim.
And misses them both. Thompson off glass gets it to go, and Ashley Briggs' missed free throws rescinded.
Yeah, looks like they're going to go to Thompson here.
Brown going glass, no good. Briggs rebounds. That's rebound number 10 for Ashley Briggs. So Ashley Briggs now with a double-double. 10 points, 10 rebounds. Akano. Thompson. Akano was trying to find the trailer. 5 to shoot. Thompson nearly had it stolen. They've got to put up something, the Kestrels. Great defense from the Magic. And leading by 1, they get the ball back.
Watch the cameras. Cameras nearly got hit.
Our camera lady Maria nearly got hit.
She's got a smile on her face. She survived it.
She knew it was a close call.
Always a smile on her face.
I think she knows we're talking about her too.
Always a smile on her face, Maria. One of the Sonar TV heroes back in Solent joining us today in Manchester. Brown driving inside to Bascom and a foul.
Ty was trying to look serious and keep a straight face, but then Tyrell Brown just came over and was like, hey, beautiful, man.
Time Regent Bascom now with 13 points. That's 2 fouls on Elias Poorman.
Bascom with a shot blocked earlier by Poorman. Do you remember
Absolutely,
on that layup?
Yeah.
Made up for it, but blows the free throw.
Bascom blows the free throw. 3 minutes remaining, and you can just tell fatigue creeping in for both teams. The offense is getting a little sluggish. Thompson loses the ball but collects it back. Great footwork inside and he scores. Way to keep it there for Earl Thompson. He now moves on to 21.
Could have been a double. He lost control of the ball, recovered and dribbled again. Referees must have thought it got hit.
Check that actually, he's got 19 points, Earl Thompson. Brown. Regent Bascom at the elbow. Gets it to go, gets the friendly roll. 81-78 in favour of the Magic. 2 minutes and 20 seconds remaining. Poorman for 3. Ties the game at 81.
Wow, guys.
Final 2 minutes.
John, we're at that place we've been before where we can barely hear each other through the headphones. It's so loud in here.
Absolutely, we've had this all day. Gale, 2 on the shot clock. No good. Ball goes out of bounds. It will stay with the Magic.
Time is doing everything.
Saw Tahir on the baseline indicate where that one was going.
Absolutely, yeah. Even Tahira Jack, the game day MC, knew exactly where that was going.
Done a great job as always, Tahir.
Absolutely. Here is Gale. 9 to shoot. Gordon. Gordon stolen by Durand. Durand inside to Akano and the Kestrels retake the lead. Brown. 90 seconds left. Brown. Gale finds a bit of room and scores. The game is tied at 83. Akano gets it to go off the glass.
You've got to be kidding. This is unbelievable.
Magic wanted an offensive foul, but nothing doing. Kestrels lead by 2. Final minute. Inside Terrell Brown. Poorman. Game is tied at 85. First period of overtime. Poorman. Inside block. The foul's been called.
I think the foul was called before the block.
It was, yeah, it was called before the block.
Who was it on? Was it Tyrell Brown? Or Time Regent Bascom?
Could barely hear the whistle go at this moment.
Bascom, I thought it was.
They've called it on Time Regent Bascom. That's his 5th foul.
Yeah.
He will now sit out. He's fouled out. That's a big foul.
It'd be interesting to see the replay there because if Pharaoh Gordon's block was pretty clean.
32.1 seconds remaining. Poorman makes the first. As the players from both the Solent Kestrels men and women cheer on the second team. Poorman makes them both. Kestrels lead by 2. Huge possession this for the Magic. Absolutely huge. Brown going inside, kicks it out to Ben Brown, puts in a three!
They wanted timeout, they didn't get it. They wanted timeout, didn't get it.
Final possession.
They need to move quick.
Akano, Johnson misses and it goes out of bounds. 2 seconds left. Magic possession with 2 seconds left. And now a timeout has been called.
Timeout by the Magic, they'll advance the ball, get it in the front court, get it away from their basket.
Tyler Johnson with his hand in his head. He can't believe it.
But hey guys, what about the clutch shot there from young Ben
Absolutely.
Brown? 17 years old. He's not had a great game by his standards, but boy, did he just hit that shot in the clutch there.
I don't know if Solent's head coach missed the timeout, he wasn't ready, the table didn't get it quick enough, I don't know.
They seem to pause.
Yeah.
The Solent players seem to pause and go, are we going for the timeout? And it just didn't come.
And then Akano wound down clock, he must have lost 4 or 5 seconds.
To the hoop. And now with 2 seconds remaining, Manchester lead 88-87. Kestrels have the ball. There's still a lot of time for the Kestrels to put up a shot and potentially win this game.
I mean, they've got to really here. They've got to play for stealing the inbounds, get a 5-second call. They need something. Of course, they can foul, get to the foul line, advance the ball, but with 2 seconds, they literally can't allow almost no time to come off the clock. Like I said, ideally, you steal the inbounds. The Magic will advance the ball here.
2 seconds remaining in what has been an instant classic here in Bellevue. Magic take to the floor, 88-87 up. Solent, their biggest lead of the game was 13 points. Magic have led by as many as 5. Kestrels have led for the majority of this game.
Got to get it in bounds. Turnover.
And it's turned over. And that's it. Manchester Magic have survived and are Division 2 playoff champions in an absolute thriller.
Wow. Well, that is what playoff basketball is all
Absolutely.
about. That's why we love this game.
Pharaoh Gordon with 28 points leading all scorers. Time Regent Mascu with 15. And for the Kestrels, Earl Thompson with 19. Horman, Akano and Durand with 13. The huge talking point, of course, is the ejection of Kai Walker in the first minute of the third period, as Ray and Darren have got Ben Brown.
And what a shot by the young man, you were so
Absolutely.
right. What a shot, that is nerves of steel at 17.
But before we go into that, we'll go to Darren, who has Ben Brown.
Thanks, John. We're joined by the game winner, Ben Brown. What a shot, what a moment for you. Ready? Just obviously that shot was going through your head.
I saw the ball come to me, I know I was wide open, I was just letting it go. It was confidence in my shot.
How does it feel to be part of a game like that, back and forth, no rest for the wicked? How did it feel to come through with a win?
Feels great. We knew Solent were going to be a good side. We were down in like the third quarter, and we've been down before, so we're just coming back. That's what we always do. Yeah.
And to be a bit reactionary about this, talk about these fans and what they've done to this game. There's Pharaoh Gordon, what a game he's had. Talks about these fans today.
These fans, they're our teammates, the guys that played at Magic, we're all one club. We're just playing for each other.
Alright, heck of a game, any more?
Heck of a game, heck of a shot, really good game. Go enjoy it with your teammates, man. Yeah.
Massive congrats.
As the
Back over to John Hobbs.
as the presentations will now start to bring an end to what has been an absolutely phenomenal day of basketball, Mark. It all started with the Teesside Lions getting a narrow win over the Worcester Wolves. Sheffield Hatters getting the job done in the Division 2 women's final against the Manchester Mystics in a game they dedicated to the great Betty Cadona, and it all has been capped off with an absolute thriller here between the Manchester Magic and Solent Kestrels II. It needed overtime to do it, but the Magic got the job done, 88-87. So we will get the presentations done now, and Adam, just finally, we'll move it to you. It takes two teams to make a classic. Solent Kestrels have absolutely nothing to be ashamed of.
You know what? They really haven't. What an amazing final. What an amazing advert for British basketball. Had Kai Williams been in the game, Kai Walker been in the game, maybe we get a different ball game. But now Solent Kestrels were absolutely fantastic. Especially in Portman and Durand, you know, Akano, funnily all on 15 points. Yeah. You know, they were warriors throughout. What a great performance. Nothing to be ashamed of, although they never want to hear that after a loss like that.
Absolutely. You know, but for the Manchester Magic, they trailed for the majority of this game, pulled it back, and have now reaped the rewards and have come back to win in an absolutely incredible game.
Yeah, credit to Manchester Magic on really toughing that one out for a team that wasn't playing very well through three quarters, to get it close, get it back on top, and then, you know, some guys making big shots. Pharaoh Gordon sends it to overtime, big shots. 17-year-old Ben Brown goes and hits a go-ahead three in overtime. I mean, that's big-time stuff from those guys. So, yeah, credit to Manchester. I think they showed both the toughness and the execution down the stretch.
Absolutely, as Solent collect their runners-up medals. And a great show of sportsmanship as the Kestrels 2 go over to the Manchester Magic players to congratulate them. It was heated at times, but the sportsmanship and the will to win, or excuse me, the sportsmanship coming through, but it was the will to win, wasn't it, from both teams, as Manchester Magic collect their winners' medals. And Noah Togo, who had such a fantastic second quarter, didn't he, Adam, coming through and deservedly collecting a winner's medal here today.
You know what, he really did. This young fella's been with the academy for so many years now. It's strange for me, after having seen this kid, you know, as a young man, now step up into the senior Magic team and get a winner's medal. But yeah, certainly in that second quarter, he was the spark. I mean, if you look at his stats, he only had 2 points, but what he brought to the floor during that period was such a big thing for the Magic at that point in the game.
Absolutely, he had 2 points, 3 assists and 1 steal as Pharaoh Gordon comes over to the commentary box just to congratulate, or Adam Masters just congratulating Pharaoh Gordon. But a fantastic win for the Manchester Magic. You can't put it any more than that, can you, Mark?
No, I mean, just the whole game, really. We knew what we were getting into. I mean, both teams came out just with this unbelievable toughness defensively. You know, both gritty, sitting down and playing man-to-man, no zone, just really went after it. So, yeah, we knew what we were getting into. I mean, what an advert. It was just, what a day we've had, actually, John. What
Absolutely,
a day.
It's capped off an incredible day of basketball here at the National Basketball Performance Centre. We've still got 1 day of action. I don't know how my voice can take.
You need an early night and some Lemsip or something.
Absolutely, you've got a long drive back as well. As Pharaoh Gordon with 28 points. He had a quiet second half, but MVP for today, 28 points, 12 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 blocks and 3 steals. A deserved Wilson Golden Ball is in Pharaoh Gordon's hands right now. But as we bring a close to day 1, the winner's plaque to the Manchester Magic, Division 2 North League champions, and now Division 2 playoff winners. the Manchester Magic. Congratulations to them. And there you have it. Teesside Lions, Sheffield Hatters, and the Manchester Magic are your playoff champions for Division 3, Division 2 women and Division 2 men respectively. Congratulations though to Manchester Magic. Commiserations to the Solent Kestrels. A fantastic day of basketball here in Bellevue comes to a close.
Tomorrow, NBL playoff finals, game number 2, the Division 1 women, Division 1 men. Ready to go head to head. Make sure you join us here at the National Basketball Performance Centre. This weekend isn't over, I've got a feeling the drama isn't over either.
So there you have it, as we try to get, I think we're going to try and get Pharaoh Gordon, the playoff final MVP. And he is joining Ray and Darren. My thanks to Mark Hailwood, Caroline Bullock and Adam Masters for day one of action. I've been John Hobbs. I'll send it over to Darren Paul and Ray Akpafuri, who is live with MVP Pharaoh Gordon. Take it away, Darren.
Well, join us post-game with the MVP Pharaoh Gordon, 28 points, 12 rebounds, 4 assists. I don't think that goes quite as far to say how well you played today, so congratulations. Talk to us about your all-around performance today.
I just tried to give it my all. We weren't coming into this game with a lot of pressure. We didn't put a lot of pressure on ourselves, but we knew we could win. We knew we wanted to win, and we knew how to play. I knew what the guys wanted me to do, and I just tried to fulfill that. I felt like I didn't play very well in the game before the semi-final against Doncaster, and I had to go and give it that little bit more today, and that's what I tried to do.
Talk me through your emotions as soon as you realised the game was going to go through to overtime.
I mean, when I came off that screen, I knew I was going to hit that shot. Not to brag, but that's just that's my luck. You know, I love that shot. I'm not going to lie, I was really hoping we would pull it out in regular time because I was dog tired. Like, I was cramping up. From 2 minutes to go in the fourth quarter, I was cramping up. All overtime, I was cramping up. But just to be able to get us there was one thing, but for Ben to be able to hit that shot at the end is just incredible. That's how you win a game. Yeah.
What does today mean, to round off what has been a great season for you and your program?
It means a lot. Like I said, we didn't put that pressure on ourselves to win. We just took it one game at a time. At the start of the year, we had no idea if we were going to be good at all. We just worked for each other. We knew how good we could be, and we just kept working. And it's a testament to the guys. It's a testament to the program, and it's a great feeling. To be honest, it's a great feeling.
Well, enjoy the celebrations long into the night, no doubt.
Yes, indeed.
No doubt.
MVP Pharaoh Gordon, what an incredible performance he has had. Let's very quickly just reflect though on Solent Kestrels. What a journey to get here, and what a game they put out today.
What a game, what a game. It was a good advert for British basketball, good advert for D2 basketball. We hope to see more of the same of that next season, and everyone stepped up on the Kestrels. Not a single guy was in single digits, everyone was in double digits, everyone stepped up when they needed to, and it was just an absolutely awesome game to watch.
Yeah, it was a beautiful game to watch. A couple of players in particular, Earl Thompson, Elias Portman and Greg Durand, those really stood out to me during the contest. Yeah. And they all, like you say, they had to step up.
They had to.
Their big man, he was gone.
Yeah, their big man wasn't on the court. Even Sam Akano as well. Literally all of them had to. They knew what they was missing. They knew the scoring punch they were missing. So all of them really, really contributed to the offense. Credit to the coaches. Credit to the players. They gave a really good account of themselves.
Well, that's going to do it from here tonight. What a fantastic day of basketball we have had, and guess what? We get to do it all again tomorrow. From the whole team, Darren Paul, Ray Akpafuri, good night.